What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bowls podcast, the number one podcast for Kung Fu martial arts, movies, and pop culture.
Nailed it.
What episode is this, motherfuckers?
72.
With the bullet. Now, all right, 72. Stevens, who won all the championships in 1972?
So we're doing
Okay, I did find a site.
So we're doing.
But it's broken down by sport, so it doesn't give me year and then all the people.
Okay,
It gives
just give me baseball.
All right.
I mean, honestly, who gives a fuck about anything else?
Sports.
72 baseball is the.
Those other sports weren't even existing in that 1972, to be honest.
I'm just trying to remember, see if I know this, but I don't.
Okay, beat Yankees.
World
70s.
Series
Reggie Jackson.
winner
Yeah.
in 72 is the Oakland A's.
Ooh, is this like Vita Blue?
The Athletics.
Reggie Jackson, maybe.
Yes,
How the
Reggie
fuck?
Jackson.
Rolly Fingers.
Gene Tennis.
There you go. Oh, those names I said were actually on the team?
Yeah, Reggie Jackson is 73.
Did you not hear me? I had one sports quote that I committed to memory.
He was MVP in 73, but probably on team in 72.
I was just thinking about Naked Gun. I lied.
So the reason I only got to play baseball growing up, and my dad never put me into anything else. I think I
Why
would've
not
been halfway,
soccer?
I think I would have been halfway decent at soccer, bro. Really. Like I'm small, I'm low to the ground. The only reason he put me in a baseball, God, I sucked. At
You
that
were a
shit.
human racer? So
Yeah, I obviously was fast because I did human races. Well, no, I bitched out of human races. But anyways, is because when he got to America, he went to an Oakland A's game, and he felt like that was the most American thing he could do, and he in turn would only let me play baseball. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know about how it was in Lamont, and I mean you were in a different spot, but I don't remember soccer like that.
I don't remember soccer. Baseball.
Like Little Leagues.
Little League baseball
Little League was big, bro. We had a coach. His name was Parada, bro. He would stop on the freeway and make us run out and get plastic cans and because he needed them for recycling pool. And we would drive to the batting cages in the back of his pickup, like on the bed.
So your coach was a coach from Bad News Bears?
Basically, dude. And we were in the back of a pickup, dude, which everybody did that back then. But but it was like we would run out on the freeway, grab the fucking can and run back and be like, all right, let's go. He had no teeth. It was great. But
Good times.
I found one.
It was the most American thing he thought of.
So he went
baseball.
to an A's game, I
A's.
guess?
No, just A's. It was in Oakland.
Oakland
In
A's game.
Oakland.
In Oakland, yes. I don't know why he was in Oakland at that time. Hey, I don't ask a lot of questions.
Chasing
So
fucking
My
Bigfoot.
grandpa was in Oakland.
for legal reasons, right? Or something.
So
Was Oakland a hub? Not to be dumb.
I don't know. He was working there, and he started the drinking and the boozing long story short, the white.
He's an alcoholic.
That's another story for another time. No, the colonizers that went to El Salvador and married my family, brought my grandfather, and he ended up in San Francisco, Oakland, and then he got started boozing. So they're like, yeah, nah, dude, like this is a respectable. We're colonizers, not drunkards, and they kicked him out.
And he ended up down here?
And
So it's okay to go to other countries, impregnate people, and bring back the kids, but when you drinking,
he made
It's
it.
too much. You got to draw the line somewhere.
He somehow made it from the Bay Area all the way to the Central Valley, and
interesting.
started a new family here.
I got a grandpa that started a new family too.
No,
Papa was a rose.
At least y'all met your grandpas. My man, honestly, I never met one of them, and the other one died when I was really young because he was a drinker. He was a fucking drinker. But why? Okay, so you ended up in the Central Valley because your grandpa somehow found his way down.
My grandfather, so my maternal grandfather, but then my aunt might have left southern Mexico under allegedly under suspicious. But some people might have gotten assassinated.
Oh my God.
But it's a beautiful mijo. It's so nice. The memories.
Take the family. Take the kids. Take that. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Your dad only got beat up 7 times.
Why did you end up in LA?
I ended up in LA because my dad got deported from Texas, where my
California?
where my grandpa
They're like, get out of here.
Well, where my grandpa started his second family in Texas.
Okay.
My dad went up there.
If you listen, Grandpa, we appreciate
He got deported because, it's Texas. And
subscribe,
someone called
Grandpa.
La Migra on him. Went back to Mexico, and then he knew people in LA. So then he tried going to LA.
No, you keep talking, buddy. No, I forgot to plug in the computer where the magic happens.
Oh, we're okay. So we make sure we have charge.
So that's how he ended up in LA.
Stevens, now that you walked away from the mic, how'd you end up in Rancho Cucamonga? Go.
We had just colonized Central America.
So he had friends there. He goes
He
to
probably
LA.
had family too.
Okay. Your grandpa wasn't necessarily the first in LA.
My grandpa was never in LA. He was in Texas.
Oh,
From Mexico, he went to Texas, started a second family,
Texas.
and then the kids, as they were getting older, started going there because he was there. My grandma was still in Mexico.
Okay.
But he got deported, and then he went to LA because he had some family in LA. He knew people in LA, and that's where he met my mom.
Interesting. See, my dad was the first from his family to get over here. So like I'm first generation. Fuck, bro. And I think my mom was first or second from her family to come over too. Like there was no other family members.
Yeah, they were the first. Like my parents were the first. My mom obviously was already here. She was young when she came here. I think she was probably. My mom tells me stories that she used to work in LA, get paid for like at a job she was like 14.
Yeah, that's a different time, bro.
My mom worked in the post office in LA. She was part of some of the factories, like garment district factories.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Yeah, early, and she might have. I guess she was 17, 18.
That's crazy. So, Stevens, how did you end up in Rancho Cucamonga, where the sidewalks are paved in gold and all the water fountains shoot out chocolate milk? What up, Italian stallion?
My family had just colonized Central America.
Central America win.
Well, I was born in Whittier, so I was born in LA.
Okay.
Whittier, where the girls are prettier?
Oh,
is that a thing?
God damn it. Is that a thing, or did you just come up with that thing right now?
Just came up with it, right? You like it?
I was like, is that a thing? I
never heard that before.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in there, and then when my sister was born, we lived in Azusa, and then my dad's always worked in the industry, so he was just looking like he didn't want to live there in Azusa because we were. City of Industry, and we didn't.
He always worked in City of Industry.
Yeah, that's where the company was, and so he didn't want to.
The company.
Yes, that company.
The library.
He didn't want to. He didn't want us to grow up in the apartment, right? So his goal is get a house and stuff. So we had to move a little bit outside of. So we went to Rancho. At the time, it was Altaloma, and then. Just kind of became.
At the time, there was nothing out there.
There was nothing.
Right?
No, so when we first moved out, there was lots of fields in between where we lived and City of Industry, and now it's just traffic all the way.
Everywhere.
So it's a little bit different. Yeah, there's no space, but. Eventually, the three cities that were out there. So you had Altaloma, which is where we were. Cucamonga was down there.
What about Altadena?
And then Etowanda. And then those all incorporated and became Rancho Cucamonga or something. I don't know.
The only thing I knew about Rancho Cucamonga growing up was fucking next Friday when they moved there, when they win the lottery.
Yeah. And workaholics.
Workaholics too. Yeah. That's but that was a lot later. So by then I knew. But at first I was like, oh, this shit must be nice, bro.
So Looney Tunes had referenced Cucamonga. Oh, I should have, I should have turned left. He did Albuquerque a lot, but then there was references to Cucamonga as well.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Okay. So that's otherwise.
Get it? Your town is Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny relevant.
Bugs Bunny
cool. That would have been cool. That's awesome.
But and then we just were there.
Oh yeah. Well, my hometown was.
I didn't have grandparents that did shady stuff to get me there. They might have done some shady stuff,
but not to get there.
But not to get me there.
I'm sorry you interrupted me so bad, but I'm just saying my hometown. James Dean got a ticket in his Porsche.
Yeah.
And if he had just stopped for coffee, he would have been alive.
Yeah, maybe,
yeah, possibly.
Right? Yeah, but he crashed himself, right?
Yes, but
what if he had a coffee in him? He wouldn't have crashed himself.
No, but if he was tired,
he came through Bakersfield
at the wheel. Okay.
He came through Bakersfield on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if he went through Bakersfield. Not to be dumb, I think he literally went through Lamont, went probably down to 99, turned on the one, and went all the way up.
Yeah.
So he might have not even went through Bakersfield, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. If he was tired or something, that's a good fact. Yeah.
Yeah. We would have had gold.
We've had more movies.
How many movies do we have in total?
2.
James Dean. Rebel Without a
I
Cause.
thought 3.
Giant.
I don't
How old
know.
was he?
Like 20.
When
was
he
young.
was working in LA, he was like 17, 18, like my mom.
He's like 14 years old. He was working in the garment district when they picked him up from that.
East of Eden.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
3.
Three.
Yes. 3.
3.
Was he big time or was he kind of like not really big time, but when he
Became
passed away, he
famous
became
when
big
he
time? I
passed
mean,
away.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. Have I told you my Selena story? When I lied and I got caught at school?
No.
No, so Selena died when we were in high school.
Yes.
Shit, I don't know, maybe
Everybody died during high school.
Junior year,
That's junior year?
97,
Something like that?
97, 97.
I was not in. I was not a fan. I'll be honest with you. I'd heard stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell you who she was. I had no idea who the fuck she was. This is again pre-internets and pre like everybody hearing ding 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 ding, and it was like girls were talking about it, I'm sure the next day, and girls were talking about like, oh my God, Selena's there, right? And they're like fucking in tears and shit, right? And I'm just like, holy fuck, one of our classmates died. Dude, and I don't want to sound like the asshole didn't know who Selena was from fucking third period. So I was like, oh, dude, I remember her. I think freshman year, like we had a class together. And they're like, the singer, asshole. And I was just like, oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Because I thought it was a kid. I thought it was like
But
a
why
student.
did you feel like you had to?
Because they were like, God, I was trying to get pussy. Like, why you do anything in high school, fool? Fuck, dang. Like, you know the answer to
You know
that,
what?
Enrique.
That's my bad. That's on me.
So, you
That's
know
on
what?
me.
Respect.
It's like, why did I act like I wanted to see Titanic, fool? Fucking, because I wanted to find out what happens at the end. I already fucking knew, bro, and I still sat through that shitty ass movie.
My mistake.
God damn it.
That's
Sorry.
on me. That's on me.
We're right in the next screen. I could have watched Armageddon the 10th time and I would have been happier, fool, but no, instead I'm watching that piece of shit.
Armageddon's a banger, dude.
Fucking banger, and it holds up, dude. My son can't even watch that shit, fool. Like, Daddy, I feel like I lose it every time, fool. Every goddamn time, fool.
Don't talk about it, bro.
Sorry. Okay. Hey, Enrique.
After these 2 movies that I saw this week, I can't take more. I can't take any more emotional damage.
Ooh.
Strap it in.
I want to know the other one.
So, you watched the movie this week. That's not the movie we're talking about, but another movie. You watched something else by Stephen King. Can we guess?
Yeah, guess.
All right, well, Barker, you had a guess.
After that clue
what
I just gave you.
What was your feeling? Like
Well,
you can't watch any more
were
movies?
you
Is
in
that
the
what you were
movie?
reading?
Oh, I don't.
Paint it.
I like
Where's
the
your
movie.
mind? Oh,
I
okay.
like the movie a lot,
He's like,
but I
So you want to
there's
say
a- there's
I
a
like
part-
the movie.
there's a part either the beginning, middle,
Shut
or
up.
end
Let's go.
that I hate.
Like, subscribe.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Cujo
You
is my
love
guess.
this movie, but there's a part in the middle.
No, part either the beginning, middle, or end.
He's saying there's a part
There's
in
somewhere
it
you don't
somewhere. I'm saying Cujo.
You watch Maximum Overdrive.
No.
I'm going to say Pet Cemetery. Just say something different.
What do you think?
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive.
No.
It's
Neither
better.
one. I watched The Mist.
None of those.
The Mist. Okay. What did you hate?
dislike?
The religious lady.
Oh, I hate that bitch too. But that's a good
No,
character.
yeah.
This
Movie's really good. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie.
What you think of the ending? Spoiler alerts. Fuck you guys.
So obviously I was thinking of the happening that M. Night Shyamalan made.
It's Shyamalan, bro. Come on.
Damn.
Come on. Hey.
He made 6 Sense.
We
dog.
have-
No, but he made the happening. And was that just, correct me if I'm wrong, I remembering that movie as just the air was just bad.
No.
Well,
man.
have you checked your lungs recently? It's kind of true, dick.
But it was super
I think it's
like,
the trees. The trees are getting.
Yeah, that one's not good.
What about a weenie?
so
It's good food.
So whenever the big bugs and like all the shit that was in the mist,
Oh.
that was kind of like, oh, okay, I like this better. Like it's just better. It made the movie better.
I wouldn't even have needed the bugs.
Okay.
I kind of if you would have
All the
told
whack
me,
job characters in the store,
Yeah.
all that was really good. But then, fuck you, Stephen King, for your tapping fingers on your typewriter that decided to give this movie an ending, and fuck you and your fucking mom for the ending in this
Wow,
fucking
bro.
movie.
Wow, his mom
Stephen
didn't have
King?
anything to do
Hold
with
on,
it.
Stephen King, if
That's
you
all
listen to
cocaine.
us, his feelings are only his own.
I'm a big fan.
I will gladly
I'm a
replace
big
Enrique
fan.
for you, son.
The fucking ending, what the fuck? Why, who needs that? Who needs that?
The car scene.
Yes. Who needs that? And for me, it's because
you don't like
I
that you
have a
family.
son,
Yeah.
like
But
literally the same age right now.
It shows you that there was no hope for him left. Like it shows
But
that,
there
right?
was.
He made the ultimate sacrifice, bro.
But there wasn't for him at the time. He didn't know what was going to show up 5 minutes later.
He didn't know it was the end of Full Metal Jacket. All of a sudden, they're like,
They literally showed up like
or what
10 seconds later.
Like he wouldn't have done that had he known what was
if he
coming.
would've-
I know.
If his ears were halfway good, he probably could have hurt him. Let's just be I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Like if we want to be specific,
All
he
right.
should have hurt him. But I get
not
what
arguing
I get
that.
what the movie was trying to do.
Good.
He made the ultimate move. God, look, holy fuck. Yeah, I get you. I would never want to be put in any kind of. It's like the movie Alive. Would you eat somebody's asshole if you had to survive?
And I get that.
Why do I start there?
I get that the boy.
That's where I always start.
We're spoiling this, by the way. So whatever.
Whatever. I said that shit already. Go ahead.
The
Fuck, 35 years old.
the fact that the boy, like in the middle of the movie, was like, don't let them get to me, like
Exactly.
protect me from the mist. And I know that's what he did,
Fucked up,
but fuck, dude, like, okay,
It's
like
horrible.
end the movie there. Why fucking dig it in more and then have the fucking people come through where it's like, oh, everything would have been fine. Like he did that for nothing.
Because that's what makes the story tragic.
fuck
right?
that.
But
shit.
look,
Fuck that.
the mass hysteria of things, people get so caught up in things that they make horrible life decisions.
Mhm.
Like that's the allegory. It's like
I know, and I look, he's whatever. It's like it has an impact, right? And that's the point. I get it. I just hated it. I just didn't like it. It just didn't make my heart feel good.
Nah, dude. I get it.
and-
That's what it's supposed to
I
do.
know.
yeah, and good.
I know.
Yeah.
And God forbid we ever, honestly, like I couldn't even imagine making a choice like that. Like I'm not even trying to be funny.
Because what's he supposed to do otherwise? Like they're still in it. They don't know anybody's coming. He doesn't know
No, I
anything.
know. And-
So
and-
like, what do you do?
And it does make you feel like there's no hope.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Like it
saying.
makes you feel those emotions, like you're done. Like,
That's what I'm
I don't know if that's the original ending of.
I would say it's a
In the
book. Any
book?
difference?
I think
Yeah.
that,
I haven't read that.
I don't know if it's
story,
just
so
a
I don't
Frank
know.
Darabont thing, but then Frank Darabont, the director of this, also Shawshank Redemption, follows it up with The Walking Dead. That first season.
okay.
So then we have the
Yeah.
inverse of the story. You have Frank Grimes.
Mhm.
Frank
do
Grimes doing
anything.
anything
Yeah.
for his family,
Mhm.
and it eventually becomes what he hates
Mhm.
Yeah.
to protect them, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That first episode of The Walking Dead is fucking amazing. I
Mhm.
remember watching that.
I
like,
never
wow.
got on because this bastard made me read it, and it's so good reading it that I just never made I never transferred over. And I'm not saying the show's not good. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but it's one of those things where like I
didn't
don't
finish
want to
it, but-
relive any of that shit. It's
Yeah.
so fucking hard to read that book. That's why I told you guys I stopped. It was like not making me feel good anymore. Like I couldn't
It's a
see
hard
these.
watch because it's like it's the nature of people, right? Like
Ugh.
People
what
are the
do
monsters.
you do to
Yeah, but in
But in
survive?
this movie, people are the monsters.
That's what makes it a great. That's why I love
Yeah.
this.
Right.
We're scarier than anything else out there, dude.
Yep.
There's fucking big ass monsters. I might rather take a chance with those
Yeah.
motherfuckers than with these bastards. Like,
And here's the reality, or the question: is he saving his family from the monsters, or from the physical monsters that are
Mhm.
that these Cthulhu monsters, or from the people? Because he's got to see that little cross section of humanity.
I would say the people, because I'll be honest with you.
Well,
Let's
they
say,
leave when they choose to leave the store. That's what. Yeah, he's saving
Because-
them from the people.
because to me, it's like
They're trying to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Let's go back to Walking Dead. And Walking Dead, zombies are just gonna eat you. And I know that sounds stupid, but they're gonna eat you. You know what they're gonna do.
Mhm.
They're not gonna try to diddle your kids. They're not gonna try to torture. I mean, it's not gonna be a fun death, but it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. That's it.
Mhm.
Where people are gonna do 13 different things before they even get to the death part, if you're even lucky enough. You know, so I think it is. He's protecting them from these wackos, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough one though. I get you.
I think it's supposed to put that energy into you though, so you're like, what the hell? Like so you take that with you, right? Because good movies make you think
No,
about
of course.
them
Yeah,
after.
and I'm not
Porky's,
saying it's.
I'm talking about it.
I'm not-
Porky's
Still.
different.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie because of that. Obviously, it's amazing.
No,
and
exactly.
I really
you have these
enjoyed it,
feelings,
but-
which is good. That's what a good movie should do, right? Is make you feel something. So maybe this movie we watched was good because I feel a lot of
You're
things.
so fucking angry about this movie. But before, back to my other original question. You don't have to start at the asshole. Do you truly think? Do you truly think you're in the live? Your plane crashes. You have to eat to survive. There's no food. All the fucking crackers are gone because they don't got fucking food on these planes anymore. Remember when you were young, you went on a plane? Motherfuckers had food for days. Now they just give you some fucking cookies.
Not even pretzels, man.
That's it. Yeah. You know, I only flew to Mexico when I was little, so I know for a fucking fact they gave you food on short flights. But would you be able to eat somebody?
Who knows? I mean, it's hard to it's hard to answer. I'm sure you have to, but
Marcus already sized you. He was like, you put enough hot sauce on anything, I'm fucking going to town on that shit. Bro.
I probably would if that's what it would take.
What if
survive.
it was a family member?
you're taking each other out?
Harder, but
No,
probably.
they're dead already. You have to commit murder.
Yeah, probably because
At least you know what they've eaten.
I would be like, that's what they want me to survive, right? So okay.
Wave your hand if you're good with this. You just
hey, I just need to put this out there that this is not something I want to do right now.
But if you have
But
to.
if circumstances called for it, then I
if it's
probably
been at
would.
least 6 hours, you don't fucking know how long you're gonna be out there.
You heard it here first. Super producer Stevens and Army Hammer. Cannibal Holocaust over here.
You're thinking about it still, Enrique. What do you think?
No, I don't. I mean, I think when you get, I don't know.
It's your favorite kid.
Am I willing to give up at that point myself, or like where? Like I don't know where I'm at mentally.
I know.
at that
You're
point.
exactly right. I don't fucking get food in me when I'm hungry for like more than an hour, and I'm just an angry bitch. So I can imagine like fucking this much time, bro.
Okay.
It's been like 24 hours.
What if I were to tell you they interviewed cannibals
Okay.
and they said that human meat
Oh God.
tastes like bacon?
Is that true?
That's what they've said.
Oh, I'm fucking these people up, dog. Like, it's been 10 minutes. Shut up, bitch.
You're killing food. You're not even waiting.
Let me cut the bacon off of your belly.
Let me get that bacon.
You're committing murders.
And there's no way. I call bullshit on that because there's no way how we eat that our meat tastes good. It just can't, bro. We put shit into our fucking systems. Like compared to like animals are just out there eating fine grass. Nah, you know what I'm saying, bro? I don't know.
I think it's super marbled. Super marbled, bro.
Depends.
Welcome to the Gung-Fu Cannibal Talk.
Depends on the seasoning you use, bro.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Let's talk about something.
Enrique, put this
Why
lotion
are
on
we
your
talking
skin.
about cannibalism? Like,
But
what
in
the
that,
fuck?
just in case, bro, can you put some more lotion on your skin, please? I wanna make sure you're like, all right. That's fucking awesome. Wait, I'm just saying this all. So, all right.
Can we talk
Here we
about the
go.
air fryer that we have here?
Okay, well, before the air fryer, hold on. I just have a question. She-Hulk?
Oh, I haven't
Cool.
seen it. I'll watch it.
I've only
Bro.
seen episode 1.
I know.
I didn't see today's, but
Super fucking cool.
Is
yeah,
it?
I love it.
So far, I mean, it's only been one episode.
I want
It's
to check
fun.
it out. Yeah, I want to check it
Just
out.
fun.
Cool.
It's fun.
And that extra scene was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe my favorite extra scene, like that I can remember in a while. Just in the sense of I was like, this doesn't move anything forward, but it was like,
But
like, it was funny.
that's what like it's fun. Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
fourth wall breaking. It's comedy, right? It's not doesn't take itself too seriously.
And Abarka, you say that one of the stories that people enjoy them, or one of the series that people enjoy the most.
No,
Damn.
Oh.
Guess who's back?
super producing series.
What was that? Super Siri.
Ghost.
So you're saying that one of the series that people like from her,
The John
she
Byrne
breaks the
series
fourth- okay.
would break the fourth wall, essentially doing Deadpool things before Deadpool. So I like that. I like that we got a glimpse of the Hulk. I like that we got her. Like we're right into her doing what she does.
Who was that villain?
Titania.
Ah, okay. And who was the actress?
That's Jamila.
That big tall
Jamil?
model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that she did
She
the
was
show with
on-
Impractical Jokers
She
for a
was
while.
on New Girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
did that show with Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, where they would like watch videos and make jokes or shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I remember that.
I'm
Okay,
gonna check it out.
It's fun.
it's fun.
That's
Yeah,
it.
jinx. But it is fun. It's a good time.
What We Do in the Shadows is
Dude.
funny season.
The last episode,
I didn't see today's, but I saw last week's. The hunting one.
the flip,
The
I saw
hunting.
the flip.
the flip,
flipping
that one
house.
was fucking amazing.
Flip
yeah, I
yourself.
didn't see that one.
So that's him, right? That's I can never say his name right.
Taika Waititi.
Taika.
Jojo Rabbit was amazing.
Yes, but
He's just
the other
producer.
guy's doing it.
Okay.
So
okay.
Jermaine Clement is kind of the
guy.
the executive producer of this show.
You know who's doing a lot of directing in Shadows now? And I think it's producer or
It's
something.
me. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm
Guy from Workaholics that would
Adam, or the tall one.
the director, the one that directed
Oh, gotcha.
Curly hair.
Kyle Newacek.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's
Bill
involved with the show
Belichick.
now.
He's directing stuff.
He's in there with the hoodie and the fucking headphones on. Dude, I love
Shadows is awesome. It's been great this year.
Reservation Dogs.
I'm
Yes.
caught up on that too.
Fucking
Oh,
cool,
I think
bro.
I'm. There was a new one this week that I haven't seen yet.
dude,
but
that
I'll get
show
there.
is so fucking good, bro.
Yeah, I'm caught up on
And I
that.
have a buddy at work who lives on a reservation, and she's just like, "Yup."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yup." She goes, "There's a few things that are like a little too nice," but she goes, "For the most part, yup."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, bro!" Like,
I like-
damn.
I like the little rappers.
Oh my god, they're hilarious, bro. Where's your gang at? Yeah, there is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it. There's points where you're just like, "Fuck." But then it makes you just laugh at these weird ass situations. Like I love that one scene where they're like, let's sing an old song. And it's like free fall. Like they're singing like Tom Petty or whatever. And the guy's, that's not that old of a song. Like, I know what song this is, but just shit like that it's super cool. But that's a good one. All right. You blew my mind with this, Abarca. You and Stevens were talking about this shit, and I can't believe it's an actual thing. So, and I'm sure Enrique doesn't know it's a thing. Or maybe
it's an air fryer.
I'm
to
an
me,
uncultured
I don't know.
whore, and you know better than I. But what is this, Abarca? And tell us the madness behind it and all that.
All right. So if you are only audio,
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
every episode I put out
It's
different
my
props,
dom.
different toys, different things. And this year at Disneyland, when it was like May the 4th, they released a Camtono. If you've watched The Mandalorian, when Werner Herzog hires Dinger in The Mandalorian, he hands him this big old white bucket, which is called a Camtono. And he opens it up and he pays him in Beskar. So this bucket is a very rare Easter egg from The Empire Strikes Back. In The Empire Strikes Back, once the Empire shows up, Lando Calrissian gets on the microphone. He says, "Hey, evacuate the city. The Empire is taking over." And there's a guy in the background. It's an African-American gentleman with a mustache, and he's wearing like an orange jumpsuit, and he has an ice cream maker under his arm. And it's 3 seconds.
Dude, if even that, bro, it's like a second and a half. I feel like it's super quick though. He runs across the screen, but
Like
like
he's carrying this.
And he's carrying
but
this.
it's an ice cream maker.
Yes.
Okay.
So the actual prop is an ice cream maker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they've made it where this is a little safe and you can open it up.
Right.
And that's when he's up. I would like to see the baby.
And how does it show up in The Mandalorian? They
He's-
put him in it?
That's what they pay.
Werner Herzog pays the client, pays the
bring him,
Mandalorian, and he's
yeah.
all, I would like to see the baby. Have you not seen this episode? It's the first episode.
It
Yeah.
opens up.
It opens and has a whole bunch of money in it.
But you say that people go to
At Star Wars Celebration, people dress up as the Camtono. They dress up as Will Hoodrow because
Of
his
course they
character they gave him a character. They gave him action figures,
Yeah.
and he even comes out in the cartoon series.
Is this where'd you buy this? Where's they just sell them now, I guess?
They sold.
Did you make this?
No. This
you having a stroke, dog? God damn, fool! Like you speak worse than I do, motherfucker. Like, God damn.
They're great, bro. They're great. I don't read a lot, so
My name is Jonathan Christopher Depp.
It's good depth.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask if you made this, but
No, they sell this at.
as I was gonna say that, I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way he made this.
Oh, son of a bitch! How dare you?
Challenge accepted.
You're the worst man in New York.
So this is a toy, right?
It's a toy. They sell it at
an action.
it's an action figure. They sell it at Star Wars
accessory.
Galaxy's Edge.
Gotcha.
A coworker said, "Hey, I'm going to Disneyland," and I said, "Can you do me a huge favor? Can you stop at the Star Wars? Can you stop at Doc Arndar's Den of Antiquities? And can you go to the counter and ask, hey, do you have Camtonos?
Hey, dog, I was just gonna take a picture of something for you. That's all I really wanted to do.
Because that's what I do every time. They're like, sir, we do not have Camtonos. They're sold out. They're probably on a ship somewhere. And I'm like, a starship? They're like, no, a ship at the dock at Long Beach.
Starship jerk. It's probably stuck in the fucking Panama Canal.
An actual ship.
I never heard that one before. No invite.
I'm like, she's like, is it a sailboat? It's like, no, it's a schooner. I'm like, oh, schooner is a sailboat.
Asshole. Yeah, but
so they don't even have these on the out on
we can
display?
get $1,000 for this bitch right now.
No, you can actually,
how much do you think you can get for
actually
this
sell this for about $200 right now.
How much did it cost?
$50?
45.
Yeah. So you click on it and then you turn them.
Oh,
You're right there, Enrique.
I thought
Enrique came.
I thought it came.
It was exciting.
We're gonna pause for 5 minutes while Enrique changes his shorts.
Jesus.
Enrique, I don't want to see the baby.
So, okay, it's crazy. It's crazy how the little shit, right? It's it becomes something big. But I gotta tell you guys, before we go for today, Enrique, I actually had heard about this before, but seeing this shit at your house, I was like excited to see the series, and I watched the first episode of it. If you guys want to see people who just fucking love something and are willing to fucking play it at they love it so much that they're willing to change it to have fun with it. You got to watch Bananaland about the Savannah bananas.
Yeah.
And it's not the game. It's their episodic thing. But I want to watch the games now too.
Yeah,
but this guy, so just real quick, he grew up playing baseball his whole life. Mm-hmm. His dad bought a baseball complex to help him train 24 hours a day, basically. He gets drafted to the Red Sox. Senior year, blows out his shoulder. Every fucking piece of anything in his shoulder's gone. His baseball career is over. So then he goes to college, becomes like some business guy or something like that. And he gets a AAA team when he's 23 years old. And they're like, get the asses in seats. So he's like, fuck it. And he starts making it happen. But they're like, dude, you're going a little too, like, nah. And he's like, well, I'm out. And he searches, and him and his wife was like she helped run a team too. So they're both in AAA. Like they both have grown up being AAA people. And they fucking find that Savannah lost its team, and they like had a place to play. So they're like, fuck it, let's start a fucking a team complex with some with college players, kind of guys that just got out of college that didn't get drafted into the pros. So they kind of want to still play, but they kind of also know, it is what it is kind of thing. And they create this some Savannah Bananas thing. And now they're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Oh. And they play they always play the same team. So they always play the same team. It's the Party Animals.
The Washington Generals.
Yeah, but they're the Party Animals. And it's exactly that. And this guy's like sunk all his money into this, and like it worked. Like tickets are sold out months in advance, standing room. Like it's a thing. And they changed the rules of the game. Like every inning you're winning, it's a point. And 5 points wins the game. 2 hours time limit. If the ball gets
hit into the crowd,
that's what it was. Oh yeah, yes. If the ball gets hit in the crowd and you catch it, it's an out.
If a fan
catches it,
it's an out.
That's awesome.
If there's a walk, the catcher has to throw the ball, and everybody in the team has to touch it before you can get the guy. So there's no walking because the guy's going to try to get the second or third depending on how long the ball. So that's what we were seeing. It wasn't that they hit it; it's a walk.
It's a walk.
Oh.
And they're going in depth with him and some of these plays. There's a guy on stilts.
Yeah.
He's got to catch the
home run. And the
normal.
tryouts were like baseball. Okay, cool. Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the tryouts, like they had to learn a TikTok video. Like it's fucking cool.
The umpire
but like to hear
dances,
these guys be like, dude, like I love fucking baseball, and like I heard about this shit and I said, fuck it, let's go. Like, let me try out for this team and stuff, dude.
So we're making the soccer version of this, right?
Dude, it was cool, man. Like, and it's funny because like one of the pitchers, the best one, his dad was a rodeo clown. Oh, and this guy fucking like, he throws every trick pitch you've ever fucking seen in your life, bro. And he's kind of nice with it. Like, he would never make it in the pros. But like what I'm saying is he's kind of nice with this shit because like he'll throw his arm around real fast, and then he'll bring it over slow, and the batter's like, what the fuck? Like, he's like Satchel Paige. He's throwing all this junk shit that's insane between his legs. Like, and it goes right into the catcher's mitt every time. Like, it's fucking cool. And he's just like, dude, like, I heard about this. I knew I was going to be able to play baseball anywhere else. So I said, fuck it. I came down for the tryout.
From watching the show, do you get a sense? I mean, are they trying to win? Are they trying to beat each other? Like, actually beat each other at this game of made-up baseball? Or is it just a show?
Both.
Okay.
I feel it's just as much as a show as the Harlem Globetrotters.
Okay.
But the show part of it is a celebration. there are rules to the game, and you're trying to score and you're trying to win. But when you score, your whole dugout comes out and they do a choreographed dance.
And
and they have a grandma beauty pageant.
That's fine. Like if you have wacky rules, but as long as you're like, it's just part of actually trying to win with those rules, and that's cool.
Yeah.
The Harlem Globetrotters for me was
they don't try to win
because it's not you're not playing defense. It's just they're allowing the Globetrotters to do what they're wanting to do.
Not with that.
but
you
know
the
party animals win games? Yes.
Okay.
That's all I need, right? Because
like
the Washington
that,
Generals never win a game.
I like that. Yeah.
But do the party animals win a game every once in a while? Yeah. I think they actually go back and forth. Like it's not like the other team always wins or one team always wins. It's not that.
Have the Generals ever won a game?
Super Stevens. Have the Washington Generals ever beat the Harlem Globetrotters?
Let me find.
But yeah, dude, it's fucking cool. Like
that's
the
cool.
background, they're hiring all these young kids and they're fucking like running the show now, and it's like it's just really cool to see somebody love something that much, but also be brave enough to be like, fuck it,
take
like,
a chance.
Like let's just
take a wild chance.
We're not gonna. He wouldn't have been this popular if they would have just played baseball. So he says, I got to do something. And still go. And you can't say any of those guys playing don't love the game. Like they fucking love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
They just weren't good enough to play in the pros. So now they're finding a way to make it happen still.
For as much as we saw that day, I mean, you could tell they're good ball players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just so hard to make it.
To be
like we've talked about
level,
how hard it is to be good like in high school, and then how good it is to be good and like stand out in college, and then
even the best player at your high school you went to is probably not good enough to be a pro.
Well, yeah, like it's as fans, it's so easy to clown on a guy that strikes out 4 times or the guy that's hitting 200, not even 200 in the pros. Mm-hmm. And you're like, man, that guy sucks. That guy's fucking amazing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then his name's up in the rafters at his high school and maybe even the college.
But then you think about the guys that are Hall of Famers at that level.
Yeah.
It's like how good? Bro. Like how good are these guys?
How much steroids were they taking? I made that joke in your house. I could take all the steroids in the world. I still wouldn't be able to hit a baseball.
No, I know.
Like that's the thing. So no matter what, and if I did tap it, it might go past the first base. I mean, that's about as lucky as I'm gonna get.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
So did the Washington Generals beat the Harlem Globetrotters?
The team's official website reports having 3 victories over the Globetrotters in 54, 58, and 71.
In your basement.
But some reports say they've won 6 games, but that's it.
Some reports say 6. Obviously, you're right. They're not trying to win. Where these guys, I think, go back and forth. They're on the East Coast right now, but like, I'm serious. If it ever get out
here,
do they ever
leave Savannah?
Yeah, no, they have like a circuit they do.
They should come here. There's a wide open field.
Nah, dude, I would go see that. I'll be honest. Yeah. I would totally go see that. I think that'd be fucking fun as fuck. But
sounds fun.
You know what else sounds fun?
No.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Just vamp a little bit.
So, you know what else sounds fun?
Barca's really enjoying this episode.
Not the assignment that we had.
Okay, well, check it out.
I was listening to Enrique's story.
Before I go to that, I've recently seen 2 documentaries on the same thing, and I think the second one was a lot better on Netflix. I won't talk about that one yet. I saw that one, though. And I want to talk about that next time. Actually, I forgot I was going to talk about it today. We'll talk about it next time. Would we have fell for it? I think I would have too.
Wait,
but anyway,
okay.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that later. Okay.
James Dean was 24 when he died.
Okay. So, and one, man.
Oh, I need to see this.
I saw the one on ESPN, which wasn't as. This one was better. The one on Netflix.
I didn't know there was one on ESPN.
Yeah, it was called like Street Ball. And one was that Street Ball company that for a moment was hot on the streets. Actually, Vince Carter's dunk contest, he's wearing tight cheese. I didn't know that till his documentary. He's wearing and ones when he fucking killed the dunk contest, best dunk contest ever. But I love that the way this company started, and that's why I would buy in ones just for this shit, is they VHS recorded.
Yeah.
They duplicated Skip to My Lou's little hype tape, and they were like, hey, you want this tape? You gotta buy these shoes, homeboy. And like, it fucking worked. And it worked because I bought like 3 pairs of shoes from those fuckers just to get their mixtapes. And I was and I'm like, that's so fucking cool. But check it out. It's called like The Untold Story.
It's part of the Untold series.
Yeah, it's part of the Untold series. And the next one's good too. It's that refs that fucking did all that stuff for the guys betting on basketball in the NBA games.
Did you finish the 6 episodes of the...
No, I've done 3. The Web of Lies or whatever. Yeah. But then to check this and one thing, and again, it doesn't make sense now because of the way we can just get whatever we want. But back then, dude, that was like so gangster to be like, "Oh, you're gonna get those Nikes? Nah, get the fuck out of here, man! You ain't giving me no mixtape Nike. Like, I want them fucking and ones. I want the spinny wheel on that bitch. It had a fucking rim on your shoe. Remember? Like, and the shoes were fucking fire. Those tight cheese were fucking fire, bro. Like,
they were cool.
And the way and it's funny because the way he described it, he goes, me and my friends used to always switch our shoes. So they would buy red and I would buy blue and we would switch them. So we'd each have one. He goes, I said, why don't I just do that on one shoe? And I'm like, motherfucker, you're right. Me and I used to do that shit. Like, dude, that's fucking cool. But yeah, it's a cool documentary. You also see the bad part of it, like how a lot of people make money and then sometimes the people putting in the most effort. No, that shit all happens. But it was really, really cool. A lot of good documentaries out there.
That's cool, but I can't fit in your shoes, bro.
And is Netflix like on a documentary? Because, dude, they've been putting out so many good documentaries recently.
Yeah.
Like, I could add like 6 to my list of documentaries that I loved in the last 2 months. It's wild. It's like they know they're losing people and they're like, fuck, we better get this shit out there before like people don't see it or something. Like, so many good documentaries recently.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy ones. It's like interesting. All right. Speaking of crazy, we'll be back after this trailer. And that was a trailer to Basic Instinct, Fatal Contact, Fatal Conflict, Fatal Contact. It sounds
What the
like
hell was this
It
movie
sounds like
called?
an 80s movie. Fatal
Yeah, it
Contact.
does.
And there's like a lady putting on pantyhose.
Oh,
And it's like, yeah, like it feels like that, like through the blinds. And then, and then there's like a murder. Anyway, sorry, beyond the point. But it's Fatal Contact. Hey, Barker. Roundhouse kick him in the back of the box.
A Fatal Contact, guys, 2006. A young man learns the fighting techniques of Sanda from a coach. The two become best friends as a young man prepares to enter an underground tournament,
You're my best
competing against some of the top fighters of the world. Written and directed by Dennis Law. It stars Jing Wu, Ronald Cheng, and Mickey Young. Enrique.
No. I'm starting off this motherfucking podcast. I'm joking. Enrique.
Jennifer Stevens.
I know Jennifer Stevens.
No,
But
start with Stevens.
Yeah, okay. Hey, we going crazy today. I got a fucking ice cream maker on the table. I don't give a fuck. All right, here we go, Stevens.
Oh, I was walking around work with it, and
Someone yelled, nerd.
No.
He kicked it out of his hands.
It gets better. One of the custodians is like, "Hey, you got an ice cream maker?" And I was like, "Yeah, but no. It's a prop from
It's a
Star
nerd
Wars."
thing?
And I was like, "What's it for?" It's to like you can keep money in the show. He's like, "Oh, you got a purse." So yes, it's my space purse.
You're a Tasacho. That's fucking awesome.
It's a Camtono, man.
You got a purse. Fucking A. Oh, I love my job. All right. Stevens, what did you think of this movie?
Tell us how you really feel, though. Be honest.
Get the beat button.
I was trying to think because I wanted to say that this is the worst movie we have watched.
Oh, no. You're
No,
so wrong.
boo.
But
Come
it's
on,
not.
Steven.
Well, that's what I said. I was trying to think
The
because I was
female
like,
characters in this movie are so strong. You cannot say that.
I think it just made me so mad. I was like, this is so dumb. And I'm like, this guy is dumb. This girl is dumb and mean. And
She's like, "I'm done for watching this."
and I was like, why are we watching this? And then I was like, oh, okay, good
And
fight
then he
scene.
spun kick in the fucking middle of
And
the
then I
air.
was like, and then I was like,
my
okay,
bad.
good, I was like, good fight scene. And then I was like, oh, she's dumb again. Like, and it was just like, so I kept going back and forth through this whole thing where I hated it. I hated her and I hated him. So I could not, I was not invested in watching them. I liked Captain. I thought the fights were cool. Like, I did enjoy her putting on the gear and going out. That was the best redeeming thing. But then she blew it right after. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I just can't. Like, I couldn't. They never won me over. And even your crazy ending, I was like, yeah, kill them all. I was like,
Oh, that's fucking best part of me. I read it. I'm sorry. I watched an interview with the director, and he said that he did that purposely so you could feel that throughout the movie, the anger and the good fight. I'm joking. Anybody can say
yeah, I was going to say, I can't find shit on this movie, so I know that's bullshit.
Wow.
2 things in this movie. Number 1, best suicide in the movie ever. Number 2, flattest ass I've ever seen. Boom. Go. Enrique, what you think of this movie?
Guys, I have a surprise. Dennis Law. I'm so sorry.
He just kicks Stevens. Like Stevens goes fucking flying.
I'll take it. That's fine. I know they put their heart into this movie. I just
All
didn't
right.
like the movie.
Suicide and flat asses. Go.
I didn't dislike this movie as much as Steven did.
But you didn't like it either, right?
Hey,
Come on, tell me.
Don't you take his review?
Slow down. All right? You had your chance to talk. So I think you can
We
go.
let
I
you go
need
first.
someone to be on my side.
I kind of like this movie.
Yeah!
Enrique.
Because it's so
That girl is a bitch, and she's so dumb.
The girl from
And the dude is
another
dumb.
person's here.
Oh,
the girl from American Ninja is more annoying than the girls in this.
Burn.
I don't think the girls matter in this. It's
wow. You heard it here first? Isolate that. We're using that on Instagram.
They do because
they do, yeah, they do because I
without
know.
her,
No, but
he wouldn't
Shoot
do
in.
what
I'm
but
he
you
sorry,
don't- but
we
we
don't
don't-
have time for you.
But we don't know this
You
as,
do.
as the movie's going on.
No, you do.
It was a surprise for me at the end. I'm sorry.
No.
I
No,
surprised me.
come on.
Yeah.
No, because she sits at the restaurant and she's like, no, you need to do this. Like, why do you need to do this? You're happy. You're happy being on this Olympic team or whatever. Why the fuck do you have to go do underground stuff where you're already like, I don't
never
want
trust
to?
bitches. So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And she's
You
like,
heard it here first. Steven don't trust no bitch.
no.
Isolate that. We got our second Instagram.
Steven, I trust no bitch.
I honestly,
Teresa Fu, I'm sorry, we're out of time. We can't. No, let's go back in.
Stay over there.
I honestly was surprised by the twist
What?
with her. Yeah.
No,
You were?
did
I
you
was.
like her the whole way?
No, I didn't like her.
No, I didn't like her either. But
I didn't like
was
her.
surprised. I knew she because she makes it obvious at the restaurant.
Yes.
Well, who else was at this restaurant? Abarca? Were there some pimps there?
Oh, pimpin'.
Some hoes,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Was that guy
Complaining
was
about anal.
was
It was
the-
a good scene. You need to get a soda, Abarca?
Was
Go get a
the,
soda.
was the pimp the boyfriend that she meets up with in
It
the
was
beginning?
the guy with the big hat in the fucking cane.
Was that the same guy?
Yeah, the
Yes.
hat guy.
Remember,
yes.
because she says really
And then the
quickly,
other
she's
guys.
like, he looks like a playboy. I think she calls him
Yeah,
a playboy.
something
At the
like
beginning.
Yeah.
He was a waiter, guys.
It was a stretch. I mean, this movie was wacky. But in that scene, she does go outside with her in the alleyway, and she's basically like, play these fools.
Yeah.
Which was that a strong female character, Steven?
No. Because what is she doing? Like that's what gave it away.
You know
You
what
heard it here
She's-
first. Steven hates sex workers. Is that what she said?
No, fuck you
first I
ladies,
was
make your
afraid.
money.
I
Like
was
you
petrified.
take these men for their money. But here's
Well,
the
that's
thing.
what she said.
I get you, but that's what she's doing.
Yes.
And when she tells the girl to do it, and I'm like, you fucking bitch, because you're doing the same thing.
So this movie's great, is what I'm hearing.
No.
Maybe it made you have feelings.
No, not in the
She
same
hasn't
way.
built this much since the mist.
Not in the same way as the mist. This is completely different.
Still feeling. It's still feeling.
Feelings are feelings.
Feelings are feelings. Okay, all right, Enrique. We're gonna talk about. Okay. I'm breaking this movie into two parts: fighting
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
good.
3 parts. The movie, fight scenes, the last 10 minutes. This is a 3-part movie. All right.
I get you.
That's most movies, jackass.
No, but
That's how it works.
especially,
You're
bro.
like, the denouement was incredible.
Let's start with the story of this movie. The female character sucked donkey dick. I agree with you.
Did they?
They might have at some point in time in this movie. It's bad. It doesn't really.
The friend was more annoying than the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There was not really a point to
Chichu?
her other than
and we never get her close.
to find out.
We never find
that
out what
one-
happens.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was with the dude.
Is
She
that
was-
the final?
She was
thing?
like, "I'm with him now," or whatever, and I'm like,
I get. I mean, I
"You
don't
got
know.
you got your sugar daddy." Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
what's
just
the
seemed
point of
very
her?
Cool.
I think the only point of her was so that you knew that this girl was whack.
I can't. Well, they're both kind of whack.
Well, what
Well,
if
of
she
course,
truly
the other
found
one's dumb,
happiness?
like asking-
You're assuming
asking opinions
that
or
that's
whatever.
a sugar daddy. He left his wife and they found love. And then their
At the
story.
bottom of Viagra.
Well, that's
Their
what she
story-
says. I'm with him now, right?
Yes, their story got adapted and it stars Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Big mistake. Big mistake.
So
Better
that's weird.
story.
I do like Captain. Captain to me
I
is the
like
best
Captain.
character in this movie.
Yeah.
The friend. I think he's hands down the best character. He reminds me of a lot of the characters we kind of see in these movies. There was a lot of things that I didn't. There's a dislike between like mainland China and like Hong Kong.
big city, small city.
But it's
Hong Kong because it's.
I get it, but I get it. I don't think anybody who watches the movie gets it right away. I get it because of all the other martial arts movies I've seen. Like, it doesn't really do a good job of getting anything out. There's a scene between them when he gives them a shirt or something, which was supposed to be like them kind of. It was a weird scene. Like, nothing really worked in the acting part of this movie or storytelling of this movie. Like, it's a big stretch that in one scene they're dating and next scene he's a pimp and she's a hoe.
Pimpin'.
Yeah, a lot of that storyline, a lot of those story, like it moves really quickly.
Weirdly too.
And it's just the way the movie's cut, I guess, right? I don't know if other stuff was cut out or what, but
was it a translation thing? Maybe.
I think it's just cut weird. It's just a weird cut.
I think it was a cut gem right here.
An uncut gem.
Yes.
Yeah. If Captain's not on the screen, it's rough. The main guy, martial arts wise, wow. Acting wise though, or I don't know, was he playing?
He's fine.
He's
fine.
Like
he's not that. He's not bad.
Is he playing like a shy guy? Like a who is he? Who is Kong?
He's
like,
just he's a good guy that doesn't even consider himself a good fighter. He was just raised a certain way and he doesn't even know how good he is. And then because of a girl, he starts doing something. A girl convinces him to do something, you know. It's a story of all of us. We all have that story.
That's what I'm trying to do in college.
You know what I mean? And he's so good that he can't see that this girl is taking advantage of him. And he's fucking fighting for his life. So this girl, and he's not seeing it because he's just that good of a guy. And I think he plays that well.
Okay. I'll give you that. If he's actually trying to play that.
I think that's what the character is.
I think that's what the character is. I don't think he did a poor acting job. I think that character is
I hated the bitchiness of him.
But
he's a good guy. He's just this.
But he's also dumb.
You don't have to be
Yeah.
a bitch, though.
That girl didn't care about him.
Guys are dumb.
First of all,
but the only time
Konko has no game.
No.
Like it's
He has no game.
5 fights in, he's like, "You want to be my girlfriend?"
Yeah.
He never get it.
That
Look,
that's the only reason I wouldn't have fell for that, bro.
but you
They call me the Mariano, the Marriott. I'm closing the game, fool.
right. You would, but not everybody's like that. Like we all
You
know.
murdered somebody like a fight, dog.
But I'm
you
just
gotta
saying.
get a tickle.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm just saying not everybody's like that. Not everyone is wired like that.
That was the most unbelievable thing of this movie.
it's like
I believed everything else except that part of the movie.
checking the oil, something.
If you think about this character, the most amazing thing about this character is not that he didn't make a move sooner, like you're saying, is that he's so fucking amazing at fighting. Like why? Like we have no knowledge. They give us nothing.
Well, he won a martial arts championship. That's all we know.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's from somewhere where that's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's all they tell us. But he's like a superhero. Like,
yeah. So I feel like they also try to do a lot of different movies in one. If that makes any sense, like to try and take stuff from, because I feel like the very end is like Fist of Fury, where he gets shot. I think that was completely ripped off from that. Kind of like, I'm going to do something till I get shot. I feel like there's some Ip Man to me in it where like he's so unbeatable, right? But I think the payoff, at least Ip Man finds a way to make him human, where I fucking felt this was stupid when they tried to do that, which is part of the last 10 minutes, which I love. But I think to me, he's trying to play a Bruce Lee type character, because Bruce Lee isn't, in some movies, isn't the badass that we see like in Enter the Dragon. He is that simple, like very like, you know,
he's country cousin coming to the city.
This guy wasn't good at it, bro. It was almost annoying when he wasn't fighting to me. That's what I would say. And if that, I guess maybe that's the character he was trying to play. And then he did a great job of it, because I was just like, bro, like, I get it. You don't know any better. I get you're just doing this, but fuck, there's a point in time where you got to be like, bro, like, I fucking killed somebody. And not even talk about all trying to get anything. I'm just saying like I need to stop this shit. But the explanation was like, I go into this animalistic rage and I don't know what I'm doing.
Bro, he went Wolverine.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it was weird. There's no real storytelling in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's not, I'm not mad at the acting. You're right. I'm mad at the storytelling because there's not.
Mm-hmm.
This is worse to me than even like an elephant getting thrown around. Like Umbuk makes, he loves his elephants and he wants to protect them. Oh, cool. I'm in. What the fuck was the point of this?
First of all, that was Tam Yung-gung. Please do not send us a comment.
But like, what the fuck was the point of this?
No, I think he plays the guy well.
I think so, but
story
I
shit.
would have rather seen when he's telling her like, "Oh, I'm on this Olympic team or whatever." Oh, like, no, I can't go down there. Like he even tells them to their face, "No, I can't do that."
Yeah, he turns them down.
And then she's like, "I can use this to my advantage." All right, great. And then she tries to start, and he's like, "No, I can't. No, I can't." And I liked him because he was like, "No, that's not the way I'm going to." And then he's all of a sudden like, she's like, "Come on, we can get some money."
But we're led to believe that the coupon fiasco and him seeing her like.
But you're not saving her. She was.
I know,
a bitch
that's the thing.
there.
He paid for it. That would have worked to me more if they didn't have the money. If they didn't have the money, that would have worked. But he just paid it. So
he
I'm like, well, you don't have to
and
fight.
she was rude as fuck. And like,
Yeah.
what what is the point of you saying, "Okay, I'll go"? I would rather have him than get busted. I wanted one of the other fighters or whatever from the team or somebody to come to the underground thing and be like,
don't write about a movie.
and then he has to go through the struggles of trying to get back on the team or whatever. I thought that's where it was going to go. Because otherwise, why tell me this? That's just your way to describe he's this great guy. I was so it was so angering to me the way that he was just like, he changed who he was. And I guess people do this all the time to get somebody or whatever. But the girl showed you no affection. Like, why are you agreeing to something when she's not even nice to you? She's not nice to you until the end when she's cleaning up your cuts.
Yeah, she's
That is
never
the
really nice.
only time she was nice to him.
Dude, Captain's nicer to him than fucking her.
Yes.
And then they had all sorts of sex that
And
you
she
didn't
got
see.
and she got no ass, bro. Which is the biggest crime in this movie.
The concavity of this booty.
It goes like this, dog. Like, and I don't know. Like, it goes in and like that. Like when she sits on the chair, she just slides off. Like she just like goes off the chair when she like, she can't even ride a horse, fool. She just flies off that motherfucker. It's wild. But the story was weird. The story, like, what is his hero's journey? When does he ever fail in fighting? You could say maybe he fails in love, but he thinks the whole time that he's in. So what does he fail at?
No, and look, it's interesting you mentioned the Campbell's hero's journey. Him losing the fight should have set up the redemption, and he never gets a redemption.
Yes.
And that's the annoying part, but it's the annoying part from a Western point of view, right? From the Greco traditional sense of storytelling.
Okay. Maybe this is okay. So fight scenes.
This is classic. This is classic anime stories that you see in anime, bro. It's
like fop. Like it just goes.
And it's like
give me to the next fight scene.
Well, no, not only that, but like the way like you're saying the way the girls act, and then the guy, the way the guy acts in this, that's how all these dudes in anime are. Like,
listen, even Goku
they're
had
so
sex.
Emotional. No, but they're so emotional, like in and out. Like that's the way. That's their way of storytelling.
But maybe that's what was missing then is I didn't get emotion from that. There was like a lack of connection. There was a lack of emotion. I only felt it at the end when she was like, and I'm like, oh, see, you're really falling for him. No.
And he was like,
but when she's cleaning up her face and I'm like, oh, she's starting to fall for him, which is what would you do? That's the only time up until all that. I didn't believe any of that.
But you needed that.
I had a hard time buying
and you needed that 20 minutes before.
Yes.
Early in the second act.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, she's not trying to convince you.
She's trying to convince him, though. That's why she's
see, I never got that. I always felt like he liked her, but I always felt like she was just trying to, for whatever reason, push him so that he could make money.
No, remember at the end, it shows you that she went to the guy and was like, I can make money off of this.
I understand.
So she's playing him.
I understand she's playing him.
He doesn't.
But
At
he
the
doesn't
beginning,
know
you
that.
don't really know that.
Well, the fact that she like jumps and grabs the
You
prize.
know,
No, I know.
You know that.
What I'm saying is she's not like coming to him as a love interest. Like,
No, not at all.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
not
never
at
got that feeling
No.
that she was into him. She
But-
was just doing it like as a friend. Like, dude, like you're a good fighter. Like you should probably do this. You can make a lot of money.
No.
Oh, so what you're saying is most of the time in movies we watch, if a girl's trying to get a guy to play him, she's gonna come with a romantic.
Exactly.
What you're saying, what she's trying to do is come through the friendship angle,
Yeah.
and he falls in love with her.
Yes.
But no, I think it's set up. I think it's set up as this girl sees the girl and her boyfriend, and she kind of wants that. She yearns for a relationship,
Okay.
and she's a little bit of a cock blocker, right?
At the beginning.
Your man
okay.
looks like he looks like a playboy. He's doing this,
Yeah.
and the other kid's such a nerd that even his friends has to be like, "You like her," and he's like, "No, I don't."
Mhm.
Do I?
And she doesn't seem like she gives two fucks about it at that part. You're right. Okay. That's a weird play, though.
I mean,
It's a weird play.
But
That's
they
all I'm
didn't
saying.
even seem friendly to me. That's where I'm thinking. I think that's where I'm stuck because
You
there's
don't even
no
see her trying
relationship.
as a friend.
Yes.
well, and it moves quickly to that point, right?
Maybe.
It moves very quickly from
Yes,
them
from not knowing her,
She's
really
just a
barely
friend.
talking to her.
talking
to-
down the street.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden she's like,
Yeah.
hey,
I think that's why, because
It
she's like,
moves-
you should do
Yeah, yeah.
this. And I'm like, fuck no, you have dreams, bro. You're on this team. Don't
and
mess
really
it up.
at this point he hasn't fought. So how does she know that he's a good fighter? Like we
Because
just
she
see him do
heard-
the
Maybe she heard the guy saying it, right?
Yeah, I
we're led
guess.
to believe
No,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
again, this movie has a lot of like,
Yeah. It
Yeah.
just moves
fuck it,
quickly.
go for it. No, it's
Yeah.
just like, believe this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What bugs me is that she's quick to get the money, and you're like,
But not quick to give the honey.
I go, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Pimpin'.
but I think her role would have been better as like a little streetwise, like, no, now I'm your manager. You got kind of thing.
I mean,
yeah.
that
Right.
makes more sense to me.
I-
Or love interest makes more sense to me. Both sides, like playing his ass.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense
Yeah,
to me.
if they
It
would
was a
have
weird play is what I'm saying.
if they would have added a line there where she's like, oh, I'll manage you, whatever, but that's basically what she was doing, but we never get that. They never
But then
play it
if
that
you-
way.
If she tells him, hey, I'm going to manage you, like, blah, 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 I'm going to find people to train you, then he doesn't even, maybe he still tries to fall in love, but it was just weird because she was going this way and he was coming this way. Like, they weren't,
Yeah.
I never felt like they actually connected as a friend or a relationship.
if she would have been more like the little fat kid in Chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
that would have been a much
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
movie, and I would have believed it. Like, oh shoot, you were actually bad the whole time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then if he ends up being that, she ends up being, well, she was evil, but she ends up being evil. You're like, whoa, that's fucked up. Yeah, it was a weird play.
Hmm?
And again, and I said acting, but maybe I meant storytelling. I think the story's fucking whack. It's weird. It jumps around. Again, Captain, cool as fuck. And the martial arts.
Let's talk
fucking
about the
smooth.
fighting, bro.
The fighting's good.
Okay, it's exactly what I promised y'all. I told you I don't know what the fuck was gonna happen during the movie, but they
Yeah.
said these fight scenes again, choreographed by one of Jackie Chan's stunt guys. And this guy, as much as I can say that I don't like how he portrayed the character, this motherfucker can fight or can move, whatever. He fucking looks amazing on screen.
Mhm.
Has he done anything else, Stevens? Because fuck me, I would watch it just for myself.
Let me find out.
Favorite things I saw.
Wait,
You
this is the guy we've seen. I've seen this picture before.
Oh, in another movie?
Yeah.
Well, he might be in Jackie Chan shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite things I saw, and there's a lot, but one of them is when they're fighting all the pimps in the it looks like a subway entrance kind of thing or something. He does this fucking thing where three guys surround him and he has a girl and he's protecting her, and he jumps and split kicks two dudes, then comes in and knee drives a guy into the ground. And again, I asked every time I saw it, were those wires? Because it looks so fucking good though. Like you were talking about kind of bad wonky wire work in Forbidden Kingdom or Last Kingdom, whatever the fuck.
Forbidden Kingdom.
Yeah, thank you. This shit looked so smooth that it made me think it was real.
Mhm.
Like he's like, whoa, and then he just rides the guy down into the ground. Looks so fucking clean.
Well, the
So
first
good.
spin kick we see, like a double spin or something. I kind of rewound it, but then I was like, wait, what did I just see? Because
He did Ryu's hurricane kick.
yeah,
Brad, best spin kick in the game, bro.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck if there was wires or not. It looks so good. So good.
I also loved what I loved about all the fight scenes is that they take place just fucking anywhere, just wherever the fuck they are, wherever the scene is, they're throwing down right there, and I kind of like that. It was kind of like Street Fighter, you know, like the old Street Fighter game is they're just fighting. It was kind of dope
in front of a fucking wet market or whatever. Like just going, dude. That Street Fighter rules fight, was fucking bananas, bro. Like we all knew what was gonna happen. Those guys were gonna get beat, cool. And then he fights the buff guy, and I'm like, well, he already beat the buff guy. Who gives a shit? But the buff guy says, oh yeah, motherfucker, fight me when I'm all greasy.
Yeah,
which I was like, okay, I'm in. And he can't kick him, whatever. So he finds a different way to beat him. Cool. Then he fights Nails. Jesus. Like this movie was sweet and slow and whatever till it was fucking bloody. And then it would go back and then it was weird how it would kind of go back and forth. That nail shit it looked fucking gross. Like it looked like it hurt. It sounded like it hurt. So beats the shit out of that guy. Then he fights Quick Kick McGee. I don't know what to call this guy. Just the fucking third guy. And he fucking works that motherfucker over to the point where he does very Ong Buck style, like a driving double knee, but it looks, because it's so rare to see it. In Ong Buck, you end up seeing it fucking, he does it to get the mail or whatever, right? This motherfucker in this movie does it, and it's just like, yo, it looked really, really good.
Yeah.
He had so many good fucking moves. He did this shit where he kicked up. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like, there's maybe the width of a body between him and the wall, and he's right on top of the guy, and he's able to stick his leg straight up into his fucking face.
Yeah.
How? Like, this motherfucker is crazy flexible. It's wild. He's good through it. He's good at the very beginning.
Yeah.
When he's doing like the...
when they're doing Shen Yun.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's all in, and he's painted up and stuff like a gay show almost.
They're like 3,000 years of China.
Yeah. And he's fucking badass. He does this where the guy's training and he holds up the plate and he does like a goddamn kick. Dude, he is so good. So good. Stevens, has he been in anything else that we've seen?
All right. So I can't find any connection to Jackie Chan from this dude at all.
Oh, okay. Where do you see him?
So he's been an actor in 2 credits. He's got The Shopaholics and The Unusual Youth. One's uncredited and the other he's a property developer. So he's not in hardly anything. What? He's directed 10 things, Fatal Contact being his 3rd movie. He's got nothing else. Maybe Triad Wars. I don't know if you've seen that, or King of Triads, but nothing else that I recognize. He's written some stuff. Include most of the stuff it looks like he's directed, and then he's produced stuff, which again is the same thing. So
we're talking about Jackie Wu?
No, this is Dennis Law.
Dennis Law.
Yeah. And that's it.
Dennis Law,
he's
the
not
director.
stuntman. He's not. I don't see any relation to Jackie Chan. I was even Googling it, so I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
what
the
info
director.
you got?
No,
maybe.
but no. It wasn't the director. It was a fight choreographer of this movie.
Okay.
It's fight choreographer.
All
no,
right.
what I was asking though is Jing Wu. Is someone looking at right? Has he been in anything else?
I
was looking for that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Killzone. I think he's in Killzone.
No, he's in Killzone 2.
Oh, we haven't watched that. He's also in The Mummy.
The Mummy 3.
Interesting. Oh, he's in The Meg too, guys.
He's in Killzone.
Okay.
2005.
So maybe that's where we saw him. Oh, he was in Killzone too, but he's also in Killzone.
No, he was in Calzones.
Stupid.
I recognize his IMDb.
Oh, Drunken Monkey.
Picture.
Oh man, I saw him in Monkey
Zoo
Drunk.
Warriors.
Monkey Drunk.
The Tai Chi Master. Killzone. Yeah.
Is Killzone the one where
It's Donnie Yen when he's fights the guy in the white
in
suit.
the alleyway? White Jacket.
It's Chinese Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. No, it's not Chinese Heat. Chinese Heat was the other one. Chinese
Killzone is the one where he fights Sammo Hung.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What's the one
Is
where
it one of the goons?
Where his cop friends, a group of friends, end up going to prison because they go extra hard?
SPH?
Oh, the one where you thought he was sexy as a clean cut guy. I forgot the name of that. I know what you're talking about though. Yeah. But no, he is. He's one of the top billings in. I think is he the guy in the white jacket?
No.
No?
Maybe.
Wait, is he in Raging Fire?
He's Jack.
Raging Fire is
That's it.
Is a Heat, the one that's
No,
like Heat.
he's not there.
Okay.
Jackie would just come on
He's
out here.
White
Tell us what
Jacket,
you're
bro.
Huh?
He's White Jacket
In
Killzone.
In Killzone?
That's not him right there. I think he's White Jacket, right? The guy that we were like, dude, they were fucking. When they were going with the swords. When they were going with the swords, right? That's the guy who fights in the alleyway with the swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, that makes fucking sense, dude. Like, this guy's a fucking badass.
Yeah. That's him.
That's,
that is him.
We were like, dude, they both fucking were going at it. That Jack, his name was Jack. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Killzone Jack right here.
Dude, bro. I don't know. What'd you guys think of the fight scenes? I was already expecting, and I had a high bar set because I was getting excited, and it met all my expectations and then some. So what'd you guys think?
I think let me just say this before you go, Barker. I'll let you go. Sorry. I think the fight scene saved this movie for me.
Yes.
The stuff that really annoyed you, Stevens, like you're not wrong, but when we get the fight scene spread out throughout, I'm like, I'm in, dude. Like I'm in.
Yeah, when they're happening every like 10 minutes. Yeah, I get it.
The biggest difference is in American Ninja, there's no fight scene that saves them.
Right.
So this could be as shitty as American Ninja, but the fight scenes are way too good for that.
Yeah, they're fucking amazing.
And the last 10 minutes.
I disagree, man. This movie did not have lasers or shuriken.
Or a Merca.
Exactly.
Or a fucking ninja bike or what was it? Like come on. All right, Mark, what do you think of the fight scenes?
The fight scenes are really, really incredible. And it sucks that they're wrapped around this melodrama that goes nowhere, isn't even satisfying at the end. Having said that, no, the fights are incredible. We see the first the hurricane kick, like that's amazing. When he first, they're like, hey, he already fought that guy. Well, if he fought a bigger guy, it'd be different. And then there's like, why is this guy dressed like a extra from a different movie?
Yeah, you know he looked like that guy that they hired in Turtles to fight the Turtles. You remember when they were hiring like wrestlers to fight, and one of them had like a vest on? I'm like, isn't that motherfucker from Turtles? Like he was built weird, that guy.
And he was the only non-Asian fighter in the movie too. Yeah, so it's like, I wonder if they just went too hard on trying to make him too different. Like,
well, I feel like
these movies always.
I think we have the same thought.
Yeah.
There's always a couple. There's like a British guy or an American guy, and they're like, hey, like I'm the tough guy in this movie. Like
they're like the wrestler.
Make him look American, and that's what they think it. Like,
he's like, oh yeah, I'm a big tough guy.
Yeah,
and like that's an Australian accent.
The music and the non-fighting scenes also was a little like novella.
It's very hammy.
Oh yeah. So
like I said, it has this soap opera aspect. It has this melodrama, and if it wasn't for these fights, I would have turned it. I was like, I'm turning this off. This is not a good movie. And you're like, whoa, because him fighting at the beginning, it's like, oh, okay, it's this little choreographed show, but then once he actually has to fight, there's a point where they have to fight the pimps and the pimps gang.
Yeah.
Pimp band.
And that's the first time you see Captain fight.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shoot, Captain can actually fight. And then I was expecting the girl to know how to fight.
Yeah.
And you're like, she doesn't. She's just stinking this movie up.
Yeah. What about that run to a person, climb up and kick? Not a knee. He climbed up and stomped his motherfucking head. Like, that I'm saying the knee's easier, but the knee you let fall down in your own weight. No, he jumps and like it's
the bison. He jumped up and he hit him with bison.
Son of a bitch, he hit him with the bison. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we like this movie. It's got a whole bunch of Street Fighter movies.
Street Fighter. They say the word Street Fighter. I was like, perdón, what? Yeah, I mean, what? I was like, yeah. And he kind of, when he fights in the Street Fighter fight, I swear to God, he comes down from that trailer, and I told Zion, I'm like, oh shit, he's dressed as fucking Ryu. Like he had all white, and I think he didn't have a headband, but I just looked, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
like a jumpsuit on, right?
I like all his fucking clothes in this movie.
Yeah.
The costumes in this movie, by that is what he grabbed from his own closet, are fucking dope.
He was wearing an Arsenal. Cool. He had an Arsenal jacket on.
Yeah, dude, he had some cool ass fucking gear on. It was always like a sweatsuit, but they were all a little different, but they were kind of cool. Very best of the best, reminiscent of like the jackets with the flag. Like I was like, fuck yeah, bro, this is cool. I like all the shit he was wearing when he was fighting, and I liked that they had gloves on.
Yeah.
Because everything I've learned now from watching the UFC and everything is like, as much as people think like, you're fucking bro, for street fight. No, you're going to hit somebody in the forehead. You're going to break every fucking finger or anything. So these guys put gloves on because they're fucking going to town on each other.
That's true. Yeah.
And then no shins, nothing else, which probably you need to. But whatever. What we see in the UFC, they got their gloves on. Everything else is open because everything else is stronger. So I like that. I like that it had gloves. I'm like, yeah, because these guys are fucking punching the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought that was super cool too.
The one fight that was kind of lame was when they show the Portland Street Fighter. And it's just this guy that runs into a gang and he has to beat him off with.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Did you feel that was very Killzone-like? A little bit in the alleyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Like, it even threw me off like, is this Donnie Yen from Killzone? I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, you know? But yeah, and then he just runs though.
Yeah, so
it was kind of like a fairy tale, like the real story becomes a hero story because people are just making shit up.
The only reason he's there is because it was on the newspaper.
Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to show you that the guy isn't shit. So when he loses, you know. But
and he was scared shitless fighting too.
Yeah, he was.
Because he wasn't that good. He ran from the fucking reality.
Yeah, but Congo's way too hard. Let him punch you. Don't fucking scissor kick into a steel beam, dog. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then he completely walks away from that.
Oh, Kong's first fight.
Does he?
No, he didn't. He was
But-
on the ground.
No,
Okay, but is that why he
Kong
goes
is
to the
down.
hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kong's out because he breaks his leg, right?
Yeah, and then because the guy
Oh,
beats,
he does
the
have a
guy,
leg. Okay,
he
does have a
breaks
leg.
his leg, and then the guy like is like, "Oh, I gotta win," and then like
like,
beats him
yeah.
up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
And then
you're
he
right,
goes to the
you're right. No,
hospital.
let's not talk about that yet. Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
That's a third thing. We're gonna talk about.
Kong's first fight, right? It's the guy in the kind of orange, and he's just he's trying to beat Muhammad Ali around him, and then he just goes,
he starts dancing.
boom,
Yeah.
and in one hit, he's down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is okay. Fight wise, way better than Bloodsport. Because that's what this movie's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a Bloodsport type of movie.
Yeah,
right?
but first of all, they make it seem like it's this underground.
It's just underground fighting.
Yeah.
This happening right now somewhere in every neighborhood you live in, probably, right? Like, it's not that big of a. It's not the Kumite.
I saw the thing and I was like, gross. This is not a sanction.
This is not.
But that's what I'm saying. They're just
Yeah.
showing up somewhere and like in a
Which I'm
fucking
fine with
hotel
that.
lobby and they're just fucking throw down.
The fighting is better.
This is not that lady movie.
No.
Oh, okay.
Lady Blood Fight.
Lady
That
Blood
was
Fight.
better,
Okay, let's go.
underground
Blood Fight. Lady Blood Fight in this movie. Lady
Bloodsport.
Blood Fight. Bloodsport.
Lady
Bloodsport. This movie and Lady Blood Fight. Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck this up like 13 times.
What's
Lady Blood Fight
better fighting?
has better movie,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
hotter than the other two.
Hell yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, of course.
Hey, I want to judge 2022, dog. My brother might think differently.
Maybe.
Best fighting. This movie.
This movie.
This
Yeah.
movie's not even close. Best movie of the three. Interesting. What are we going with?
Best movie
Of the
overall,
three.
like
of the
complete.
three of Lady overall. So we said best movie, Lady Blood Fight. Best fighting, the Fatal Basic Instinct. Best, and then we just got
Basic
best
Instinct.
splits, Bloodsport. Best chonies, Bloodsport. Best use
Did
of
he show chonies in
yeah, that's
That's
where he lifts
the
them up.
maroon
That's
chonies,
the
right?
chony scene.
that? Oh,
Best use of jerseys,
I'm sorry.
Bloodsport.
I'm thinking
So
of the
that-
fighting one. I'm thinking of his underground fighting one where he
Best-
came from
that's
or
Lionheart.
whatever.
Oh,
Kickboxer.
they're Lionheart. We also got
That
Lionheart.
one.
Oh.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
best use
sorry.
of a pool, Lionheart.
Because this movie is basically that, right? It's like underground fighting. He's not
it's
going to
more
get.
Lionheart than Bloodsport.
He's not going.
Yeah,
He's not going to get
you're right,
money
'cause
to
Bloodsport was
save his sister-in-law.
ISSA
but-
approved. This obviously
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
All right, scratch Bloodsport.
Yeah, Lionheart. is better.
Lionheart.
That's better. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. So which one's the best movie? Fuck it. Throw Bloodsport in there too. Bloodsport, Lionheart, this movie, or Lady Blood Fight?
Lady movie.
Really?
Lady movie's better story.
No. I'm just saying better movie. All
That's
not. Include everything.
To me, the story makes a movie. I get you're watching for the fighting, but look I could
The fighting's
say
not bad in the
I
movie
could say
either,
that movie has great fighting,
Yeah.
but I would never say that's a good movie.
And Lady Blood Fight doesn't have bad fighting in it.
That's
though.
exactly what I'm saying. So it has good fights and has better
Y'all
story.
laugh when we watch Lady Blood Fight too.
Oh, I didn't. I was like, yeah.
I think. Okay, Enrique, which one are you picking?
I like this movie more.
All right, Abarca.
I am gonna go Lionheart.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Why?
Because it's
That
got
the 80s workout outfit. That's
That's right.
That pancake ass. What is it?
No, it's
your childhood. It's
I have no nostalgia for Lionheart.
For Lionheart. He saw all the male spandex in it.
No, I just think it's an overall more. Well, it's a bigger movie and kind of in scope, right? Because he's a legionnaire that has to escape.
Oh, so shit, I forgot about that.
There's that B story, and then you've got the C story of the brother, and then it's the main story.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's drug deals in this.
Oh, the brother. That's right.
I think I'm gonna go with Lady. Oh, okay. Ooh, the fight in this movie is amazing, but I fucking hated the story in this movie. But then I forgot about the last 10 minutes. I'm going with this fucking movie. Fatal Contact. Because of the last 10 minutes of this fucking movie. Goddamn, best storytelling I've ever seen in my life. Okay. So we can all agree before we get to anything else, the movie in this, all of us can agree the fight in this movie is fucking top notch. Yeah. Badass.
It's good.
Truly, when we get to the end of this movie, if you were like, fuck those guys, I don't care if they tell me to watch it. I'm just going to watch the fight. More power to you. Because tell me you've seen a better roundhouse kick. I don't fucking believe you. I don't believe you at all. Like, at all.
If this had more slow motion repetition, I think this movie might have been it.
If you put Lady Blood Fight's story with this fighting.
What's the prison one?
We're good. Death Warrant.
Oh, that is
in this movie?
The better roundhouse.
The better round? No, fuck that. He fucking goes flying. No. You heard it here first, Brad. You need to watch this fucking movie, all right? I mean, God damn it. This has the best fight. Okay.
I would like this fighting in the lady story.
Fuck yeah. I'll put the fighting in anything.
The fighting in the lady story, but
if this movie had a supernatural killer that came back through science, then that would have been my movie. Silent Rage all the way.
Silent Rage.
Well, even freaking the Death Warrant. Because that dude,
remember he was remade from Morgan.
The Sandman or whatever.
The Sandman, which I fucking always imagined that song was in there and it never was. Okay. So we have this fucking story going along, and it's literally going along paced very badly throughout. It's not, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's getting you to the next part of the movie. I don't give a fuck about the story. Then we get to the fight against the Portland fighter. And I'm just like, okay, when's he going to lose? Because I'm really thinking at this point, like, when's he going to lose? Or what's his redemption? Like, what happens? And they're like, and then I think, and I click on the timer and I'm like, yo, we got like about fucking 10, 15 minutes. What the fuck's that? It's too late. At that point, I was like, it's too late.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's just going to win every time. That's bullshit. So then the guy sits down with him and he's like, you got to lose this fight. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, okay. All right, here, I'm digging this. And then they call the girl and she's like, do it, they're going to kill me. And I was like, oh, I see where this is happening. Because I did know she was fucking going to do that, right? I knew it. And I was just like, fucking bitch. I was mad, right? But I was like, okay, cool. Maybe she comes in and he sees it and he fucking holds a guy by the neck and kills him or something like, and then, I don't know. I was thinking in my head, okay, I'm making this movie in my head. So then they start fighting and he's beating the shit out of this poor kid. And this kid, like you said, looks fucking terrified. Mm-hmm. Once he gets punched, like he's cool at the beat. He's like, all right.
And they make it a point. They make it a point to show you that he's scared.
Terrified.
Yeah.
She walks in. And I'm like, still okay with this.
She doesn't walk into where they're fighting though.
She walks into the top where they're watching.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, she's a fucking queen pin. I even thought maybe she's going to come in, they're going to be like, boss. I even thought maybe something crazy like that, or even like the handshake that you gave him to us. But what's fucking weird, she walks in and she's basically the dude's hoe.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, wait, what? Oh, and that pissed me off because I'm like, you're telling this other girl to fucking be a boss, kind of, and to play man, but you're his hoe.
But I don't think it started like that from the beginning. I think it was just over time. I think.
But remember the first interaction, he does a little like, hey, come here. And he kind of like does a little flirty with her. And to me, she been his hoe the whole damn time, bro.
Okay.
Which again, I was like, ugh. But then, this is where it starts getting kind of wacky. Goes to town grabbing ass.
Oh, boobs first, I thought. Was boobs first,
No, I was ass
right?
and boobs.
Oh, okay.
Because then she like knees him when he's like he's doing like, wow, there's multiple people around.
Yeah, in a room with like
he was trying to get it at that point in front of everybody.
Guess?
You know, he was. Because that's how she got.
You mean his end goal is to have sex right there while they're just watching the fight?
Yes, watch the movie again because she gets. That's why she gets mad at him.
But I just say, I understand what you're saying. I don't disagree with you. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, why? I mean, what I mean is like, what does that do to the storytelling? Like, what the fuck?
It's just
It shows how much of a pimp he is.
Shows that his pimp hand strong. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, bro.
no, it doesn't.
It's just dumb, right? But I'm like, fuck it. Now I know where we're going.
And
we're going to Crazy Town.
and
I
he-
have a ticket.
he-
Let's fucking go.
He also says like, "What? We've done this before," and that's when I
yeah,
was
bro.
like,
Now we're 35 motherfucking dudes
Well,
are out here in this
"But
office.
here's the thing: we don't know that."
Oh my god! Now
What-
she with an ammo.
The reason she says no now is because she's like,
She's
I
falling-
kind of like him.
At this
That's
point,
why
she's
I'm like, you
yeah.
fucking bitch.
Oh fuck you! Anyways, fuck both of
That's
you.
why. That's why at the end, I was good with
This
it.
is bullshit. So then, okay, all right, whatever. I can flatter something. Okay, so there we go. And then he doesn't.
it's funny because it's funny you say that about the flat because he's like trying to squeeze. There's nothing
He's not there, bro.
He's like he's sliding up
Like,
the
all he
jeans.
does is push her forward. All he does is push her forward. She's like, what the fuck, bitch?
He's like trying to grab and he, like his fingers
What's
just.
happening? Dog? Like, god damn, fool. Like, he's
I felt sorry for him. Like, dang, that sucks. Like you're going for an ass grab and there's just nothing there.
he slid. He just went like that. He slid. Like,
He's trying to.
he
He's like,
is, bro.
he's like trying to dig in
Damn.
too.
All right,
Like,
but I'm in. I'm just fucking. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's happen. Let's make it happen. He then doesn't lose a fight, Barker, by taking a punch like a normal person would,
No.
or taking a kick like fucking kick me or not. He spin flip kicks a steel fucking beam.
Yeah, because that other kid would have lost like in 10 seconds, bro.
Like, no, I get that.
Why
Making it look
why was he
legit.
the next fight?
so are you mad? Are you mad at the how he lost?
No. I'm fucking in for all of this, guys. I'm just saying it's fucking every choice from this point forward is wacky as fuck to me. That's what I'm saying.
He can't lose this fight any other way.
Yeah.
This is the
Punch
perfect.
you.
He has
No,
to take,
no.
He has to take him out.
This is the
He
perfect
can't-
way for
come
him
on,
to
that-
lose this fight.
Okay.
To purposely lose this fight.
All right, fucking fine, whatever.
He can't lose to
Great
this guy
storytelling.
by-
It's similar to the fucking sled in fucking Citizen Kane. I get it. All right, so here we
No,
go.
listen. He can't get punched
Okay.
by this dude
All right.
that's terrified by him.
Okay. He spin kicks,
Yes.
fucking breaks both of his legs, shin splatter, he's fucked, he's on the ground.
Yep.
And then she runs down to see him, and he's laying there bleeding out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait,
Just
what?
Thumbs up.
And I'm like,
Does he give her a thumbs up?
I don't know.
It might
It's
as well.
like I look
Written
in
on
my
his
head,
face.
doesn't
He just
do that.
smiled.
But
He
He
just-
doesn't. And he does that, and I'm just
That
like,
was the worst acting he did in the whole
oh,
movie.
the fucking worst.
That moment, that smile.
So at this time, I've had somebody who likes to have sex in public. She fucking backstabs him. He fucking flip kicks into a steel beam and breaks all his legs. He smiles through all the bloods coming out of his mouth. I'm fucking okay. Then he just goes to a hospital, and I'm like, oh, she's there with him. Okay. Oh shit. This is gonna work out. Like, yeah, a bit of a stretch, but fuck it. I'm okay. I'm off the crazy train. I'm back into a normal movie. You know,
What are we gonna do with this 20 million I've saved or whatever?
You know, oh, look at my, I can still kick.
Oh, okay.
You know, whatever, right?
Here's my issue with the money, right? At some point,
Yeah.
he wins all this money, and even the crime guy is like, "Hey, deposit that in different banks. You know, don't
Yeah.
bring too much heat
Yeah.
on you."
Yeah.
But it seems like he deposited in the same different bank because at some point there's $20 million.
He did,
In
he
the
did
thing.
different branches of Bank of America. Son of a bitch. Okay. And I'm like, oh, this is just becoming a normal movie. And he's like, what are you going to push me in a wheelchair? Ha, I can still kick. Yay. And I'm just like, okay. So then she goes into the hallway, and the hour and 40 minutes of storytelling rushes over her in a fucking cutaway scene. And then she fucking walks to a goddamn ledge in this hospital, and she does it like a normal fucking person. Just jump. Nah, fuck it. She lays on it, and I'm like, bitch, taking a nap? And then she just says,
I'm just gonna sleep this.
rolls over off that bitch. Guys, I can't explain to you how fucking wild that is. Is that written in? Is that director's note? Is that an acting choice?
I appreciated it. I mean,
I was just happy when I saw her on the ground. I was like,
so
yeah,
fucking
that's good.
stupid. It was so fucking stupid.
it's unique, bro. It's
Then this guy's legs get cured.
Dennis, I'm having problems with this scene.
What do you need? What do you think Sim needs?
You know what?
Oh, this is back.
I feel like
we
everybody
haven't seen this in a while.
Don't call the kayfabe. So come on. I feel like everybody's gonna think that I'm just gonna jump off this ledge, but I want to do something a little more dramatic.
So are you gonna like hang yourself, or are you gonna like shoot yourself with?
No.
the gun?
I still want to go over the balcony, but what do you think if I got on the balcony,
Okay.
but instead of like standing up, I lie down on my side?
And take a nap?
No. It looks like I'm taking a nap,
Uh-huh.
but then I just roll away and I go, ooh.
Fuck it! Get the cameras. We're fucking filming this scene. God damn it, we made magic. Then the sheer force of her fall cures his legs. He jumps up out of the fucking bed. He runs over the ledge. He's like, no! Because of the sheer
You
force
know
of her
what?
death.
I didn't even think about that.
You know why? Because you weren't strapped into Crazy Town and I fucking was.
Look though, but by the time she was visiting him, his legs were
God, don't
like
do
he
it.
wasn't.
Don't fucking do it, Steve.
No.
Was it a different
This was a
day?
year and a half.
It was a time had passed
Okay.
because he was already like healed.
Oh,
He
look
was
it
like
up.
the doctor.
How much time has
Doctor
passed?
said I'm gonna
How
get.
much time has passed since the fight?
I can't find shit on this movie, bro.
13 fucking days, right?
There's nothing in here.
He makes a joke about having to be in a wheelchair, and he goes, hey, he fucking can't even.
No,
But
he's moving in
adrenaline,
the bed
bro.
though.
Adrenaline. If a car's about to roll over
I'm
your
not saying
your
like
son,
he's- yeah.
you're
You know what's gonna happen? He's gonna go, and he's just gonna fall.
He wasn't in a cast or anything. He was still
He couldn't even
good.
move his legs.
Yes, he was. He was in bed moving around.
He's giving bed kicks.
I will pull this shit up.
pull the
He's
scene
doing
up.
bad-
He's not remembering.
He's
this.
doing bed exercises. He's laying in a fucking bed, Steven.
Yeah,
He's
but
in the
not-
hospital. What
but
do you
he's
want
not
him to
moving
do?
All right,
around.
he makes his joke about being in the wheelchair. He tries to move his leg, and he goes, it hurts him.
During that same scene?
Yeah, well, unless the hallway took 13 months fucking when she walked in the hallway. Yes, from when she goes into the hallway.
Was there a fade to white? Because
Oh, yeah, so if they faded to white, they could go anywhere.
I'm just speaking on my ass.
But what I'm saying, she walks out of the room and has her epiphany of everything, that she's the worst person in the world. And then she rolls off the side. And he miraculously, unless time had passed in that hallway, gets up and he's fucking fine. And then he doesn't even change his fucking clothes. And he's able to, on fucked up legs, jump from a fucking ledge.
Yep.
Whee!
Yeah.
Down to a fucking alleyway.
Yep.
Does he jump from up top?
Yeah.
Where she's at?
He jumps down.
I don't remember.
I'm not
this.
saying like
'Cause
he
it gets
wasn't.
fucking wild, bro. Like, and still not the wildest thing
No,
yet.
not yet.
He
Yeah.
goes to this guy and he's like, "You son of a bitch!" And he's like, "She played you, motherfucker!" And she got no ass. And he's like, and they're just fucking fighting. And then it becomes Fist of Fury.
Yes.
And I'm like, bitch, because if you remember when they were training, he starts doing some karate and he asks him, "Who are you?" And he says he's Fei, the character in all the movies.
Wong Fei Hung.
Yeah.
Wong Fei Hung, which that's Bruce Lee's character, isn't it?
No.
I thought that was
It's the
Wong Fei Hung.
teacher, right?
Oh, the teacher was Wong Fei Fun, and he was okay. My bad. I'm sorry, but like
It's Jet Li and Once
That's
Upon
what I'm
a
saying. I
Time
think
in
it's trying to
China.
be too many movies at once. But anyways, so he jumps down. He's about to fucking punch the guy to death, and the cops are like, "Stop it, bro!" And he's like, "No!" And then he kills the pip or the betting guy, whatever the fuck this guy was, kills him dead because the guy told him that your girl was playing you. That's why you're killing this guy.
Oh, he didn't believe her. Oh, he didn't believe him.
Okay, so what does he believe that he has to kill this guy at this point? She killed herself.
No, I think he's just so distraught that he just wants to die too.
But he blames him for something because he said it was your fault.
No, we finally get to see the animal instinct, his Wolverine.
Because he's been talking about how it's been coming out of him or whatever.
You know,
oh, God.
His berserker rage is what I'm trying to think
so
of.
again, his fucking brand new minted great legs jump off of a ledge, fucking gets down, he's gonna kill him, cop shoots him, boom, dead. I'm still fucking okay. This shit was wacky. You can't get wackier than this. Oh, fuck you. Because it can.
Amazing movie making, bro.
We cut to a morgue where this couple is kissing like
these workers.
Right?
The
These
workers.
workers are making out in the hallway.
They're making out in the hallway. Totally sanitary. And gross. And then this guy's like looking at this girl and a tear comes out.
rolls down her side of
Just
the
a
face.
single one.
Yeah.
because somewhere somebody threw a piece of trash on the ground. Then they wipe the tear away, and then another one comes down. And he's like, what the fuck? So then he calls in the couple that also worked there.
They're not a couple, by the way. They're just workers. And they're just messing around.
Couple of assholes. And he calls in the couple of assholes. And they're like, have some decency. She barely died. Or some perverted joke along those lines or something, right?
Yeah.
Which she wasn't uncovered though, was she at the time?
No.
So I was just like, oh,
I think like her shoulders or whatever. You know how they do when they're looking at their face.
They're like right here. It didn't look bad. I didn't see a titty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Well,
like,
it's
like, I didn't see a titty. But anyway, so then,
It's like my little brother was coming out of the shower. Hey, bro, put on the shirt.
put a shirt on, titties. Anyways, but then like they wipe away that tear and it comes out and it's just like, oh, they even say like she must have died of or some fucking mama. And I was like, this fucking movie's amazing.
And then the end scene.
Oh my God. The fucking cutaway to heaven, bro.
Whoa. No one said it was heaven. I thought Tin and Kong are hanging out with the Black Panther now.
With the Black Panther. It's fucking the stupidest shit you've ever seen. They're on a fucking cloud. It might as well have been. It might as well have been. They're fucking on a cloud with their feet hanging off the side. And they're like, huh? Are you gonna buy me those shoes? And it's and then you're like, oh, fuck it. We're done. Wacky Town, we made it. I got off this fucking train. No, fuck you. Because the director's like, you really want to send this in? When you throw that bitch in the incinerator, show the shoe.
Because isn't she telling the story at the very end?
Her expensive shoes. Yeah.
Yes, her expensive shoes.
Rosebud,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's going to fuck up your editing. I'm sorry. But this motherfucking movie was amazing. The last 10 minutes were the dumbest shit I've ever seen on levels that I've never...
And this makes this the better of the movies you proposed?
Because it literally, like, I don't understand how...
Each part is a different movie.
I don't understand how this movie's going along. No supernaturals. No... Like, none of this shit that happened at the end, we have an inkling of it anywhere through the movie.
Yeah, there's no... Why do we have this payoff?
None of it. The suicide, the him becoming an... Because aren't his eyes all fucked up too at that point? Or might make... No, he fucks the other dude's eyes with
That's the other dude.
That was weird. Where he punched him in the forehead and his eyes started bleeding. That was kind of weird. Remember that? I was like, just...
That was a Bloodsport moment.
That's why you're like, that dude's never coming back. Like, how's he gonna lose? How's he intentionally lose this?
But he never kills anybody either. Remember the guy that dies, the gangster killed him, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. Which that was weird because we assumed that, but it's just kind of, I don't know, it was all weird. But like nothing in this movie makes you believe you're gonna get a suicide, a heaven scene, a burning scene with an expensive shoe, a tear coming out of a dead woman's body, the cop shooting him. Like none of this.
Emotional stigmata.
Yeah, emotional stigmata. Yes.
That's what makes this movie great, bro.
But no, the best part of this movie is when homie is on the train and he's getting away from this bullshit. Because he even know that. So he gets on the train and he just goes back home.
And the girl's there. And the other girl's there.
In the front of the train? Like right in the forefront, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was my favorite part. I was like, cool, good for you. Good for you, Captain. Get the fuck away from these dumb sons of bitches because you're probably going to end up dead. And yup, they all did. Goddamn, this movie was wacky as fuck. Like, again, but only, it's like Kung Fu Zombies is Kung Fu Zombies throughout the whole movie. Yeah. It's stupid and wacky the whole way through. This is like a normal martial arts movie, and then the end becomes this weird sci-fi... I don't even know what the fuck to call it.
It's a little bit of everything.
It's the time traveler's wife. Yes. It's all sorts of weird stuff.
And then I'm just like, what the fuck? like what? Yeah. It was odd. That's why I was laughing. I was laughing as I was texting you guys like, Paddington 2 motherfuckers. Here it comes. Like, because it was so fucking stupid.
Top 10. Where am I going to put
Top 10. Here we're going to put this. All right. First off, Enrique, would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yeah. I think, yeah. I think for the fighting, I
think we officially turned Enrique. Like I said, he's joining the dark side. Watch. American Ninja 2, here we come.
Nah. See, this is what's great about movies and how it makes you feel. Sure. Like you're in for American Ninja. You agree that it's not a great movie, but you like it.
This is different than that because of the fighting.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of martial arts movies that we watch growing up, they're kind of shit.
And that's
sometimes.
what my argument for those kind of movies is against it. It's like, there's nothing good in this. It's got annoying characters in it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
And
agree with
there's
everything you're
no
saying.
good fighting. Like
But they
this.
think they're good, and that's what's amazing. And that's what's fucking amazing, bro.
Who gives a fuck what they think?
No. It's similar to that situation we had. We were at the fucking Masked Singer, and that guy behind us swore he knew the
Yeah.
comic that was on stage, and he was telling everybody that was in his row how he knew that guy, how he was texting him before he got there, and then he walks up to say hi to the guy, and the guy, who the fuck are you, dog?
No, he was like, "Did you call me?"
Yeah, and he's like,
no.
And then he's like, oh, and he just walks away, and it's like, and he just sat his ass back down and stayed quiet for the rest of the show. That shit was amazing. Like, that shit was amazing. That's American Ninja. That's American Ninja, you know, because they swear we're gonna make a fucking amazing martial arts movie, and we're gonna fucking ninja sliding down trees. They swear, bro. And then that piece of shit gets put on film. It's crazy and shit. But okay, Enrique, you would say yes.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. All right, Abarca, would you say yes?
Just YouTube fights.
I would say okay.
Since in the context of the rest of the movie, they kind of don't make sense.
They're too good for this movie. That's a good point.
If they could have cut out like 15 minutes out of this movie, it would make it even better.
But don't touch any of the last 10.
But would it make even less sense?
Who gives a fuck? It doesn't even make sense with the 15 minutes.
Because it's
in there.
almost 2 hours. Almost.
Did we need the training with her? It was funny that she was all in gear and like kicking. That
That
funny
was
scene,
great.
But did we need it though?
Yeah, we needed that. We don't need the heaven scene at the end.
But
We
okay,
don't need
whoa,
shit.
whoa,
fuck you,
whoa.
sir. We need that. I told you not to touch my last 10 minutes.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Yeah, okay. If the truth is, we don't need that. We don't need him to get shot. We don't need her to commit suicide. We don't need him to leave.
No,
we don't need any of that.
You need
shit,
all that
bro.
stuff.
What?
That's the stuff that made it. That's the stuff that pissed you off the most. So you need that
No,
stuff.
the heavy
No,
scene. No.
that was the part where I was like, finally.
Damn, Stevens. Stevens, you tell people to watch this movie. She's so
No,
torn.
I would say Google fight scenes. The fighting is good. Like, yes, you should see the fighting.
The fighting
Yes.
is
The
amazing.
story is crap. Like,
Amazing.
don't watch the story.
Watch the fight scenes and watch the last 10, 15 minutes. And if you're like, it won't make sense, it didn't make sense.
make
And
sense
I watched
anyway.
it. Like, and I watched the rest of the movie. So don't feel
The
bad.
story is so wacky that it's, for me, it's a watch. I would recommend people to watch. I would tell people to watch this because it's so
It's
fucking
fair.
wacky.
They're like,
We all have our things.
they're fucking talking back and forth when they're trying to be like emotional with each other. I'm like, this is fucking like a 5-year-old wrote this bitch.
Well, okay,
Like-
so because I was rewatching,
They're just having a beer.
and he does say, the doctor says I'll be up on my feet soon.
That's what I told you.
He's not lying in bed, and he's not.
But the
in
doctor
a
doesn't
cast.
say to jump off a fucking ledge.
No, but that's when you're like crazy, like, oh my God. But right before
All
that,
right, okay. I love
Right.
this.
You know what
fucking
they
to
could've
become the
cut
Hulk
off?
when a
No, no,
fucking
no.
when you're like,
You know what they should have cut from this movie is all the eating scenes when they go out to eat. It's too much eating in this movie.
I thought those were kind of
That's
funny
it.
though, because
all of a sudden,
That makes the movie.
No, but that's
when you
callback
get
to the
captain.
coupon.
Like that's when you get
But that's
captain.
also a callback to the coupon, right? Now we're rich enough to eat the good food.
Okay, but give me that scene, but don't give me 3
Okay.
more.
But I love I liked the scene where Captain goes and takes the pans from the guy, and then
They're training.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the guy
What
comes
scene?
over and says the same thing to
But
eat
you guys
with
order
them.
way too much food.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, you
fuck
ordered too much food,
Yeah.
and then he says it again. You ordered too much food.
That was actually
How
kinda
are you
funny.
going to eat all this? That's what I thought. That was funny.
What was he learning? The art of what, Abarca?
Oh,
Can you look what this shit is? Because he never gets trained in anything.
He trains him in
What?
his martial arts because he's I know a kung fu master, Sanda.
Is that a thing? Can you
No,
look that up
I
real quick,
think
Steven?
I think he was just doing it to help him out.
Yeah, he's just helping him train.
It's
Like,
a-
No. He's just had they already had the discussion of Captain wanting to go back home and
No, I
open
get
up
you.
a shop.
He asked for the extra money so he can give it to him. I
Yeah.
agree with you 110%. But in this movie description, he learns the art of Sandow,
Which
but
is
he never learns anything in
it's
this
a Chinese boxing or like a kickboxing.
But the guy didn't show him that.
No,
Well,
he
I guess,
just
but he's giving him hints with like when he's training him.
and
to
he's
kick-
training him to be more like
Dirty.
dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
it's just-
opponent's gonna do this.
Kick you in the
can't-
balls. You better
You
kick him in the
can't
balls.
stop.
Does
right?
he ever do that?
kick somebody?
No, huh? He never fights dirty. Though.
No, but there
No.
was a point after he's like, you can't stop. Your opponents are gonna get up and keep hitting you
So
even
that's
when you're
the
down.
animalistic rage that he gets.
Right? So because
That's a fucking stretch.
Because they did follow that in one, like
Yeah.
he got down on the ground or he kicked an opponent down and the opponent got up right away. And I was like, see, that's what he's
He makes them more like go for it, like finish it off.
Yeah.
That's
but what I was gonna tell you in the hospital,
Uh-huh.
the other part that at the end, that's why I was like, you like the ending too? Because at the end, she's like, why do you love me?
Yeah, I remember that bullshit. Yeah.
And he's like,
fucking
because you're
bullshit.
so nice to me. And I'm like, fuck you.
She was never nice
She
to
was
him.
not nice to you.
No, you're right.
The way you care for me. She doesn't care for you. I mean, maybe now she
You would have
does,
told
but
me he
she
fell in love with
doesn't.
Captain. That would have made more sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. That would have made more sense to me. And we could have watched that with my brother.
Like, I'm sorry. I just never connected that. If you felt that, maybe I just missed something from the
I didn't
get-go.
feel that she was ever nice to him.
But I was just like, what
everything
is this?
that happens from the fight on, it's fucking wacky.
No, but I don't see. Yeah, no, she's not nice to him, but he's so. He's
well, and he even says, I'm stupid. And I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, he's a. Look, he's telling you. So why are you surprised that he's
I'm
stupid?
stupid.
Oh,
He's literally
let me hold
telling you
your money.
I'm stupid. So why are you surprised that he's stupid? He's a loner.
Because people that normally say that don't.
He's a rebel and a loner.
I'm more surprised he could walk. But anyway, that's beyond the fucking point.
No, he was not in a cast.
Whatever.
He's fucking.
All right, here we go. He ripped out 2 leg casts and a whole body cast. He fucking jumped on it. Watch the fights and watch the end because it'll make sense. Stevens, what is our top 10 movie? Top 10 movies.
Your top 10 list right now is number 1 is Fearless. Number 2 is Enter the Dragon.
Woo.
This movie does not even get close to these guys. Number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Finish the list.
I know,
Number
Steven.
4 is the
Tell me what I
36th
can do.
Chamber of Shaolin.
Number 1.
It doesn't even reach these 12 through 20.
Hey. Relax.
Hold on. I have a question though.
Number 5, yeah.
Why don't you start your list with 10 and then go down to 1?
When I say them?
I like that she goes 1 to 10. Though,
Yeah,
personally.
do you?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it leaves 10 at the end so I can think about it.
Ah.
I don't know. I guess it's just
Because
the way
I'm
I've
always
done
starting
it.
from the bottom. No movie's going straight to the top. It's always kind of like with this one and this one.
Okay.
I'm stopping right there.
I like that.
If anything goes in.
All right.
My bad,
You
I
can.
don't know. I don't know
Can
why
she
I
do
did
what
that.
she keeps doing? Like Enrique?
I've done
No,
it.
I just
bro.
noticed from the very beginning she did that. Usually when you're given a top 10, you start at
you
start
start
the
with
Oh,
rank.
that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I don't know. I've done
Not
it
what the only
72
list
times
that
that way.
matters.
Yeah, it's true. This is the only list that matters.
Gotcha.
All right, continue. Huh?
I don't know where I left off. Number 5 was Legend of the Drunken Master or Drunken Master 2. Number 6 is Way of the Dragon. Number 7 is Crippled Avengers. Number 8 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Number 9 is Fist of Fury. And number 10, Baby Assassins.
Number 1. Go. Enrique. No, it doesn't hit the top 10 for me. The fighting's fucking like top 3 and shit, but movie wise, it's just.
Would you
too
really
fucking
put that high, the fighting?
The fighting
Yeah.
is really
The
good.
fighting's really good, especially if I would put it in the top 1 for non-kung fu fighting in the sense
okay.
of like our wushus and our like for just fucking fighting. Or like, like our blood sports, our Lionhearts, our shit like that. Oh, it's the best version of that by far. I've always loved the dance and I love my Gordon Liu's and shit like that. I think that's badass. Fearless has that style too, where it's just like a fucking dance. That's different. But like straight fighting, like realistic fighting, which is stupid because it's not realistic. But when I'm saying like that kind of style, I would say this is the best one we've seen so far. He's incredible, man. He is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Even
he
more
was,
than like Tony Jaa and like
Yeah. I think, yeah.
yeah, dude.
I would say that any of the Tony Jaa stuff, Ong Bak stuff, this is better.
Not necessarily that stair scene, right? That stair scene's a fucking
No, you're
crazy
that's a
thing.
scene. That's a
different-
scene.
yeah.
That's just
but
a
just
scene.
fighting. Yeah, he's a badass, dude.
Hmm.
Fucking his legs just poking. Like, it's just, you're like, what the
Just-
fuck? Like,
just clarifying.
yeah. And they shoot it kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks cool. If you feel like you're in a fucking fight, it's I don't know, it's interesting. But top 10 for me, no. Enrique Abarca?
No, I don't, this is not. But I think the movies that make our top 10 are good action movies, martial arts, amazing. But then there's also something compelling about the story, right?
Mhm.
So even Baby Assassins, you're like, I want to know more about this world,
Mhm.
right? There's something that intrigues me about this.
Mhm.
Whereas this movie is like, oh, they all died. Okay, cool. Whatevs. Is there a part 2 where it's just Captain?
Oh,
And
that
his-
would be kind of cool.
But
Yeah.
there's no fighting. It's just him getting
Learning more magic tricks.
No, learning more magic tricks and helping his mom out.
Yeah, at that restaurant or whatever. Yeah, that would be cool. Steven's number one for you.
Yeah.
Enrique, would you put in the top 10?
No, I wouldn't put it in the top 10. No, it's like I look at 10 Baby Assassins that has good fighting in it, and the story is just pulled off in a much better way.
Oh yeah.
So as good as the fight scenes are in this, it doesn't make the top 10. But
okay. So,
but do 2 thumbs up for the fighting for sure.
Fucking a bloody smile, a mouthful of blood, and a thumbs up for the fighting. So fucking stupid. And they showed that shit again during her fucking revelation. She's like, oh God. And then it's like,
I need to go back because
rolls off the
I
fucking
want to
building.
see if she remembers it that way or if he does smile the first time.
No, he does. He does.
Does he?
'Cause
Yeah.
my son and I laughed out loud.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not like just like a.
I thought it was like her memory or whatever of it.
He was real.
Yeah, it was
fucking
a weird
stupid.
smile.
Yeah, it was so fucking stupid. Okay, so it didn't make the top 10, guys. Believe us, though, the fight scenes are fucking amazing. We are stepping into a special month of the year. Some people call it September. We like to call it Sequel September. And this month only.
Well, I call it subsequel.
Sequel. Ooh, I like that. Sequel Part 2. Sequel September is what we like to call it. And it is going to be 4 straight sequels to movies that we've already watched. And we had to throw a bit of a curveball during our podcast because we found out that the first one we wanted to was nowhere near there. So what did we decide, Stevens? Your call. We are watching what next week?
We are watching Ip Man 2.
American Ninja 2. No? Okay.
Awesome.
We did it.
Available
Yeah.
pretty
But
much
Ip Man 2.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can get it for free on
At my house too.
Pluto,
I bought the-
Peacock, Tubi, Amazon. Like it's free almost everywhere.
This is not the Mike Tyson one?
No, that's 3.
Okay. This is what? What is this one? Like, who isn't there like every movie seems to add somebody in there? Like, is this somebody in there?
This-
Samo's in here.
Okay. Is that what it is? Okay. I was
And
remembering.
oh my God, he's the bad guy in a whole bunch of stuff. It's a white guy.
Darren Shalavi.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that guy.
But yeah, I didn't.
Cool, good call. Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, Ip
I
Man
had this
1.
movie. I bought the 4-pack of the Ip Man, the whole series, and I haven't watched because I was waiting for us to come and do it on this. So
On a side note, guys, my wife's sending me drag shows in San Diego. All right, here we go. So, I just
Well,
know
there
that.
you go.
Her friend just went and she said it was dick-tastic. All right, so we're watching Ip Man 2. It's available everywhere next week, the beginning of Sequel September, Sequel Part 2, The Awakening, and we're going with that. Hey, Enrique, where can they get a hold of us?
I mean, they could go to our link tree. No one will. So
Wow.
Jesus.
Not with that attitude.
linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros.
Hey, Abarca, if they want to leave us a voicemail, where can they do that?
Guys, you can always go to www.gungfusuperros.com or visit our Google Voice number, 661-401-5941 to be a part of our show. Rate, review, leave a comment, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you watch or listen to us.
Yeah, man. Subscribers keep rising. Keep them going, guys. Keep them going. It's either this or we're going to start selling ass here pretty soon to make money. So let's make it happen, guys. Help us out. All right, Abarca, say bye.
Be good humans.
Enrique,
Bye.
super producer
I was waiting for
Stevens,
more. Bye.
and oh my God, I don't even know what fucking thing to say. And my name is Ivan, guys. We love you guys.
I
And
can't
remember,
wait for this one.
man, you're supposed to find the pebble, not my balls. And their seal dick. I just added that one in there.